And we're live!
The Dad and Drew Show. Two idiots on tangents. Live Wednesdays at 8. YouTube.com/The Dad and Drew Show.
What's up, everybody?
What's up happening?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
Yes. We're back, Jamie.
They were chatting about something earlier.
Yes. No, we hit start. Come on. I was pretty much right on there. Hello, James Wilkerson. Who else we got in here? We got Let's Go Wait in Line with Trish. We have Lorna. Mike Zauska's here.
Guess what?
Disney Stranger. Luann C.
It's
Power Mad.
Juby Power Mad. I promise we won't play It's a Small World.
No, we won't do that.
We will talk about It's a Small World.
Yes, we will, and that's no joke. We will actually do that.
Hey, Daddy.
Yes.
The Disney Stranger says it's the Ellie Got This show.
I see that. And today is a little bit different of a show. Normally, it's just kind of like a Disney newsy, what's going on in the world show. And there was some Disney news, but there wasn't a whole bunch. Hold on, let me finish what I'm doing first, okay? There wasn't a whole bunch of crazy Disney news this week. There was some new stuff that popped up.
Let's Go Wait in Line with Trish. I am not singing.
So there was some Disney news and whatnot, and maybe we'll bring some of that up during the show. But I was trying to rack my brain. I'm like, what can we do? And Drew and I have been talking that we both want to do a Disneyland vacation. Mm-hmm. And I have to admit, I honestly did not know a whole lot about what's at Disneyland.
Guilty
and
as well.
The differences between Disneyland and Disney World. So I did a little bit of a deep dive into what the differences are and kind of try to figure out if we were to plan a Disneyland vacation, what would, as a Disney World native, I guess is what I would call us.
Yeah.
What would I consider like the must-do stuff that we'd have to do at Disneyland because they don't have that Disney World, and like, you know, just like the classic Disneyland stuff.
Yeah,
and the great thing is
tourist stuff. Like,
yeah,
we're tourists going to a
and
place.
The great thing is we have some Disneyland people in the chat to help go over this stuff with us and tell us that we're stupid and we're totally missing everything. And
they will.
Everything we picked was wrong.
Yeah.
But so I thought this is going to be a little bit different. So it's less of a news and tangents and stuff, and there will of course be tangents.
Oh yeah.
Just like the tangent about and I'm going to start with a tangent because it's tangent and news, and I'm going to start with it.
I love it.
Last week during the Disney something virtual conference, Josh D'Amaro or whatever his name is, during the end of his presentation that he's making to the investors, he pulls out a lightsaber, and it's just like a lightsaber hilt. It's not like, you know, the ones that they have at the parks with the blades attached on them. And he goes, "Oh, and it's real." And he hits a button and the blade extends and it lights up like a real freaking lightsaber. And apparently everyone lost their mind. But the thing is, it was very much like a closed off experience, and nobody was allowed to film or anything. So there is no footage,
which is a bummer,
of this experience. Nothing. And the funny thing is, while we were in line at the outlet on Saturday, the lady in front of us is like, oh, did you see the video? I'm like, there's no video. I'm like, trust me, if there was video,
It'd be plastered
I would know
everywhere.
about said video, and you would be able to immediately type into YouTube working lightsaber Disney, and you would find it. Like, there isn't even leaked video.
Oh, they must have been like, put your phones in baskets. We're gonna frisk you when you come in.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't. You know what I mean? The whole deal.
So now people have kind of known about this for a little while, because there was a patent that Disney filed about this. And so they've been kind of expecting it. And so this guy on Twitter made an animation of how they think it works by the patent, and it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you this guy's Twitter feed.
Are you almost done?
No. So this is the Twitter feed. So what they're saying is it's almost like a tape measure. So there's going to be like 2 tape measures and a lighted reel in the middle, and it's going to have some sort of motor, because a tape measure, if you know how a tape measure works, it springs
inward.
It doesn't spring out.
Right.
So it's going to have some sort of motor that pushes it out or something. So I don't know how that's going to work, but supposedly this is kind of the guess on how this thing's going to work. And I don't know how sturdy it's going to be. Like, I don't think you could swing this thing around, because, you ever take a tape measure and go, it just stops. So not sure how that's going to work out, but the rumor is that these are going to be exclusive to the Star Cruiser Hotel, and they're not going to be like a thing you can buy, which really upsets me.
Like I told you,
why are you so sad? Why are we sad face?
Because I want to show my picture.
What picture?
The picture that I gave you.
Okay, go get it. Why are we so emotional? I don't understand what's going on here. So she wants to show you this picture, which she drew me, which is of a fruit bowl on a table.
That's a banana, that's apple, that's grapes, and that's a orange.
And then this is a plant, correct?
It's a flower.
It's a flower, Jamie.
A flower is a plant. Am I not correct in this?
Well, that is
You
true.
are not.
Yes, I'm pretty sure semantically a flower is a plant. But this is what she was upset she did not get to show you. Sorry.
Now I want fruit.
Now you have showed them. So that's my tangent. That was honestly the biggest Disney news that came out this entire week. Was that happened and there's no video of it.
So it's like, did it really happen?
Did it really? If a lightsaber opened in the forest,
Would Josh D'Amaro?
Would Josh D'Amaro make a sound? And I am dragging today, folks. So this is how dragging I am. I'm go-go juicing it.
He is.
Drink it,
I'm also tired as well, but I'm just doing regular coffee.
So
James.
I have the this is my favorite one. Cheers. This is the espresso,
Double
the salted
hot
caramel
espresso.
one. This is so good.
That one is very
My
delicious.
favorite.
That one is. I'll tell you what.
Favorite.
Tell you which one.
Sure. Would
do
you like
not
to tell a
ever-
joke?
Okay. Why?
Hello, first placer. Hello, James Scanlon.
Corn dog. First place.
Why?
D for Disney.
What?
D for Disney.
What did the plant?
Which is also a flower.
What did the bee say to the honey?
What did the bee say to the honey?
I'm honey. Hello, honey.
Hello, honey. Very good.
Bloom.
Everyone's laughing.
Ba-dum-cha. They're all laughing. I see everybody in there in the chat is just laughing their butt off.
I'm laughing
You guys
right here.
are not
I'm hitting my
laughing.
table.
We're laughing inside.
Why
Yes.
aren't you laughing on the outside?
See, now he's laughing.
That was my laugh.
All right, guys. So let's get to the real deal of what we're actually going to be talking about tonight.
The real
So
deal.
Drew and I have both agreed we want to do a Disneyland vacation.
And I'm going with them.
Well, I have a feeling that I would not be able to go on a Disneyland vacation and not take you.
Yeah, I don't think that would end well for you.
I am pretty sure that wouldn't go over well. Mommy would probably be mad. You would probably be mad.
Look at that.
And Jamie would be sad.
Look at that.
And I would be sad. So that's where we're at with that. So, all right. The very first thing that I looked up and I was like, okay, well, if I were to go to Disneyland and I'm bummed about what I found out is the Walts Apartment. So apparently now everything here we're talking about is going to be predicated on normal Disneyland. Mm-hmm. This is not going to be...
Why did you put normal Disneyland in quotes?
I put it in quotes because right now when Disneyland opens, it is not going to be normal Disneyland.
You just said it's the whole world.
I know.
Partially.
It's going to be partial Disneyland. So I will not go to Disneyland my very first time until everything is 100% back to normal.
Thank you.
Hello, Sally Turner.
Miss Turner and Derek Stout.
And Derek Stout. And we already said hi to Jane Scanlon and Teenage Summers.
UNC.
Yes. So I personally will not go until everything is back to 100% normal.
Because you're going to be spending a little money.
Yes. It's different. No, it won't be. It'll be probably a year away, I think.
Oh, and by the way, I only have 4 more weeks left of my school of first grade.
Yes, that is good. You're going to make this absolutely impossible to do this show, I can tell.
4 more weeks.
So here's what I found about. Okay, everybody knows that there's an apartment on, I think it's Main Street in Disneyland.
The firehouse, I think.
That Walt used to have above the firehouse, I believe. That Walt used to maintain. And Walt actually, it's a real, Walt lived there apartment. Not a play thing or, it wasn't, a facade. It was real, it was really his Walt's apartment. Now, the only way you can see this is to do what the Disney Stranger put up, is to do the Walk in Walt's Footsteps tour. Now, normally I would be like, yep, so worth it, right? So here's what the Walk in Walt's Footsteps tour. It's $98 a person. That does not include your ticket. So you have to have a ticket and pay $98 a person. You get a guided tour throughout the whole park. They show you little back steps. They show you specific things and point out things that you don't only know. I did the Star Wars tour at Hollywood Studios and it was really cool. Now, here is my concern. No, me and Mommy did it before you were born.
Oh.
So
before Drew was born? No,
Drew would have been born when Mommy and I did it, but we didn't know Drew.
No.
You're going to make this really hard. So and you get a sandwich. Yes, you are correct. You do get a sandwich.
Ooh.
Yep.
Sandwich.
Jaquita, you do get a sandwich on the tour. But here's the problem I have with the tour. It takes pretty much a day.
Wow.
So
really?
It's 4-5 hours or something ridiculous. So you have basically taken an entire day of your vacation or half a day of your park vacation, and you now cannot do rides, snacks, attractions. And pretty much the only thing on there that for me, I would want to do out of it is Walt's Apartment.
Right. I just want to see Walt's Apartment.
On a short trip, which is what I wouldn't be doing. I don't think I would be doing an 8-day trip to Disneyland where I had all this time. And that's another thing we'll talk about, kind of how much time we think you would need to do Disneyland as a Disney World person. I don't know if the Waltz tour is worth it to me. What do you think, Drew?
So, and that was the thing. You were talking about the time.
In line with Trish says,
You know,
do it.
she says do it, but I mean, but that is for somebody that has 8 days. I know what you're saying, because I feel that way too. When you're like, you pay for a park ticket, then you pay the $98, so you literally are paying a full day's ticket to the park to get maybe half of the day of the park. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like you said, I think really, I could be wrong, but I think also the only thing I really want to see is just bring me up in Walt's apartment. Let me check that out, take some pictures, feel the magic.
No, you can only take one picture.
Oh, really?
There is a rule. There is a rule where you are only allowed to take one picture at one angle in Walt's apartment. It's like a rule from the family, where they're only allowed photographs in one direction in one corner of the apartment. Other than that, you're not allowed. I don't know about vlogging or filming, but
Yeah.
I saw that on like a behind the scenes where they say they will take one photo of you with your camera in the apartment, but it's only in this one section from one angle that the family has allowed.
I wonder why.
I don't know if they allow
That's strange.
vlogging.
I doubt it. I doubt it. You'd want to go during the summer when they're open till midnight. Okay.
Okay.
That makes a little more sense.
No, he just went out to go to the bathroom.
Go.
I already did.
That you can't film. Yeah. Well, Jamie, and that all predicates on how long we're gonna be there. You know what I mean? How long our trip actually is.
Baby, we have to do the show.
Okay.
And how long, the how many days we're going to be at the park. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's a smaller park, and I don't know about wait times. I don't know if they're 2 hours long for most of the stuff. Who knows?
Right.
But I don't know.
So that's where I'm a little bit torn on that. So that was like my first thing. I was like, I really want to do that, right? But then the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to dedicate that swath of time of my vacation to that specific thing.
Right.
Now, while we're talking about time, here is what tickets cost.
Okay.
And this will help us we can go with what we think for time.
Right.
Off of this.
And I'm thinking, obviously, a hopper, right?
Okay, and that's another thing we need to discuss.
Right.
Do you need to spend the money for the hopper? And that's one of the other things I want to get from some of our Disney fans here, the people who go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So looking at this, I was thinking the sweet spot for a Disney World native would probably be that 4-day ticket.
Yeah.
So you get 4 park days. You could do 2 days in each park.
Mm-hmm.
See, now we have split. So let's go wait in lunch. Trish says hopper, and then no hopper, and then Teenage Summers says hopper.
Yeah.
So,
Disney Stranger just says a hopper.
and this is gonna hopper. So I don't know, because it's not that much money to get the hopper.
Right.
So you're talking $55 a ticket to get the hopper. Right. And now my question is, it's only 2 parks. So I don't know if I really see the benefit of a hopper for just 2 parks. Right. Like, why wouldn't I just get a non-hopper, save $55 per person? That works out to almost a hotel night stay.
Right.
And just hammer 1 park a day.
Right. Well, Andy said you feel rushed with a hopper, which makes sense because you're like, I paid for the hopper, and then you're still at Disneyland. You're like, I got to get over to California Adventures.
Right, I got to use this hopper.
I have to get my
$50 worth to get the hopper worth.
Right. Well, and that also goes back to the fact: do you guys think you could literally do Disneyland in one day? Could me and Jamie and the fam go into Disneyland and say we spend 12 hours, whatever, you know what I mean? The whole legitimate day. Could we get pretty much everything we need to get done?
Keeping in mind, we don't need to specifically do Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
Because there is from what I have looked up, there is no specific difference to Disneyland Galaxy's Edge versus Disney World Galaxy's Edge. Rise is exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Smugglers, exactly the same. The food places, there's legitimately nothing. They are carbon copies.
I think that is Mickey back then.
Nice. They are carbon copies. So that is something that we don't need to take the time for.
Yeah.
Maybe we can walk through Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. Just
to see it. But I don't think we have to specifically do anything in Galaxy's Edge and take up our time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thoughts. So my thoughts would be to go with a non-park hopper, 4-day ticket plus. They're literally across from each other. 2-minute walk, sometimes CPA, minute give you hope of the day. It's a hard choice for the hopper. So, and I've heard that sometimes you could finish everything and be done, and then be like, "Well, crap, I got nothing else to do. I might as well go hop to the other park." Right. But I think for somebody like us, if that happened, I would be like, well, "I'll just ride a ride that I could never do another time."
Yeah. Right. Do it again.
So like if I'm at California Adventure, I'll just ride the Cars Racers again.
Right.
Because that's something I could never do here.
Right.
So that's kind of what that's kind of why I think I would personally not go park hopper.
Right.
I'm going out for the night.
Good night, baby. Kisses.
Night.
I love you, baby. Have a good night. Can you sing for them? Sing one goodbye.
Goodbye.
Perfect.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, nice.
So Jamie, that's what I want to ask people. So we got Disneyland and Disneyland. It's looking like 2 days. 2 days. Yeah. That'll be good. California Adventures, as they're saying, is that really a 2-day thing, or could we just do 1 day? I'm just saying time.
I don't know.
Because now, it sounds like
when we get to the attractions, we will then go through and decide how that goes.
Yeah.
But I think the 4-day ticket is gonna be the sweet spot.
Okay.
So what I was looking at was we're looking at a 4-day, 5-night vacation.
Okay. So
is what we're kind of looking at.
So you're looking at a little over $1,200.
It's a 1-day thing at Disney California Adventure, is what Let's Go Wait in Line, as Trish is saying.
Yeah.
Well, if it's 1 day at DCA, then we could possibly get away with a 3-day ticket. But the reason I was thinking 4 was because it's literally $30 to kick it up an extra day.
Oh, true.
And you've already gotten airfare there.
Good point.
So you're really $30 and an extra hotel night.
Right.
You could find something to do at the parks again another day.
Well, you could just go to Disneyland and walk around, but just walk around
and try all the foods or something, and not worry about the attractions or something like that.
Jamie, that's what we're gonna do. I think. Okay, so I think the 4 days good. We'll get 2 days at Disneyland, and do the rides and attractions. 1 day.
Stranger,
at
who are you talking to here? Stranger, you really think that's happening? Really? See, and I think taking the 4-day, like James Scanlon's saying, we can take time and not feel crazy rushed in case, because I have heard some of the rides that I would definitely want to do can have some crazy wait times, and I don't want to miss my rides.
Good point. Good point.
So, okay, let's get into those rides and attractions here.
Or if a ride's down that day and they have to bring it back up the next day or something.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So let's go here. Boom. Okay. All right. So here are a couple of things that aren't. View. And here's some things that I didn't know about that I thought were kind of cool. All right. And I don't know if Drew even knew about this because Drew says he doesn't know a lot about Disneyland either.
No, I really don't.
Okay. So in like the Opera House on Main Street, it says you can see the original park bench from Griffith Park that Walt used to sit on when he dreamed up Disneyland.
So cool, man.
So that's actually right there on Main Street in the Opera House.
That for me is
so that one, and that's just like, boom, you can just, not part of the tour. We can just go and look at that.
Oh, okay. So it's like, you're not going to, you just go in, get a picture or whatever.
We can just go in, get a picture with it. I don't think you can like sit on it. I don't know. People need to tell me in here. That's all I'm saying is like, this was something that I saw that was pretty darn cool. I'm getting pumped talked about this Disneyland stuff. I mean, I've never been excited about Disneyland, but doing this research was pretty fun.
You know, it's one of those things though, Jamie, we both have talked where it's like my first introduction was Disney World. And then, I've been coming to Disney World, moved down here.
Of course there's a rope.
Yeah. Big old rope. Surprised there isn't guards next to it. Yeah. Don't sit on it. But no, it's just one of those things where like, I feel like we have to go. Being Disney fans in general, it's like it's the birthplace.
I kind of feel like we kind of do have to go
at least once. Maybe we'll love it and want to go more. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? So this is something that we can go. Just that's just right there on Main Street. So I thought that was a definite cool thing. Mm-hmm. And then this was something that I had heard about. This is supposed to be called the test wall. So this is a little section hidden down the side of Main Street. And if you look on the left side of that brick is like really nice and neat and orderly brick. And on the right side of that wall is like kind of janky looking bricks.
Bob did it.
And the story is supposed to be that first there's two stories. One was supposed to be like they were showing him different styles. They were showing Walt different styles of brick so he could choose. But they say that that's not a real story, that the actual thing is the left side is the more brick that goes with the colonial style of Main Street. And then the right side of the brick is the brick that goes with, is the current time period of Main Street. And then the right side is the more colonial style bricks of Liberty Square. And this is the transition piece where the two pieces blend. And I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's like a little spot you can go to and they say it was like a specifically done thing. So I thought it was kind of cool. It's called, and it literally, like if you look up, it's called the test brick wall. So I thought that was pretty neat.
That's pretty awesome.
Never had heard of that.
No, I don't even, like I know nothing. I literally know nothing about Disneyland.
No. Okay. And this very small picture, let me see, zoom in. Okay. This is the Lilly Bell. So this is the train that Walt's wife designed and is named after his wife. And train car. And they will tow this train car behind the train that goes around Disneyland. And you can actually ride in this train car. Now, apparently this is like an impossibility thing to do. Only 14 people a day get to ride in the Lilly Bell. It is like the ultimate rope drop of rope drops.
Wow.
So you have to like book like hell to the train check-in place. And the first 14 people can get a ticket to get on the Lilly Bell. and ride it. And I think they give you like you can like get some sort of souvenir or something. I don't even know if it costs anything, but it sounds like it's legitimately impossible to do.
That sounds like a nightmare, dude.
Like you thought getting on Rise of the Resistance was hard.
Dude, as you're pushing down people trying to get like, I could just like, that would not be worth it to me.
Exactly, right? Trish, you have to get a ticket, but only 14 people a day get a ticket. It's not like they do it all day.
Yeah.
Like they run it one time and 14 people can get on there, and then that's it for that day. You have to try again tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll have to skip that. I mean, if we can see it, it'd be cool. Don't need to go on it. It sounds like too much work and anxiety. You know?
It sounds very difficult.
Yeah.
Like it sounds awesome. Like super Disney history.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there's absolutely no way in heck we're getting on that thing.
Yeah, no. And honestly, I mean, maybe you were like, oh, my heart was set on it. It doesn't bother me.
It wouldn't kill me if I didn't.
Yeah,
it wouldn't kill me,
exactly.
but it would be cool. I mean, that would be like ultimate bragging rights.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was one of the
think
14.
about it. Like, if you think about it, like how many people have been on Rise of the Resistance? A lot.
Yeah, true.
How many people have been on that train?
Yeah.
14 a day. That's not a lot.
Probably a lot of mean people that have pushed people away and down, and
a lot of people who were willing to run over a kid.
Yeah,
that's what I would have to think. You would have to like trample a child.
Yeah.
That would be your mentality. You'd have to be willing to do that.
Cut in front of an elderly couple,
Yes.
You know what I mean? I couldn't sleep. Like, oh.
Oh, I got Drew with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I got Drew with that one.
I don't care how long the wait is, dude. I really don't.
So now we're going to get into the things we have to do.
Yep.
This is the Indiana Jones Adventure. It is in the Magic Kingdom. And it is a 100% I don't care.
Yep.
I will wait all day.
Yep.
See, I have to get on
Trish
that.
is all about it, dude. Oh my God, best ride. Yeah, it's a must do.
I don't care that it's dinosaur. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
It's dinosaur with Indiana Jones. So,
but it's not dinosaur. It's Indiana Jones.
Look right there. I mean, I'm a slight Indiana Jones fan. You probably can't see it in this picture because he's cropped out because of where I'm at. But
it's awesome.
I need to get on this ride.
Yep, me too. Absolutely have to get on this ride, and I'm going to wear my Indiana Jones hat.
Oh yeah, we'll both be wearing the Indiana Jones hats.
Oh yeah. I saw a couple people.
Stranger Indy has to be better than Dinosaur just by the fact that it's Indiana Jones themed.
Indian, period. Bottom line.
It could legitimately be the exact same ride, but Indiana Jones themed, and that would make it 1,000 times better.
Maybe even 1,000,000. Just saying.
Possibly.
But hello, Kelly and Reese's Adventures and Candy Tink that came in.
Yes,
and Christy J. And Christy J.
Epa. And I think I saw Scammy Skidoo sneak. She stunk in here. She stunk in here.
Stunk in here.
She stunk in here. I meant to say sneak.
I know.
Skadooch.
But dude, no, I've seen videos of this ride. Have to do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
we have to do this. Oh. And now I don't know. I don't know if this will traumatize him just with sights. Mm-hmm. So, Drewby, if you need to like close your eyes or something, you may want to because. Oh no, wait, that's next. I'm sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, now this is another one we have to do, and I almost because when I was doing the research, I'm like, well, isn't it the same ride? Do we have? But then I looked into it. I'm like, nope. Okay, the building completely different. Yep. So we have to do for that.
Oh yeah.
So I guess there is theming is different inside. The ride itself is mainly the same. There are some differences apparently. But I did see that the only place where the actual Hatbox Ghost, like a physical Hatbox Ghost, is in the Disneyland one.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and it's the original Haunted Mansion, so you kind of you got to do that.
Oh, absolutely have to, dude. Absolutely have
Look
to.
how cool it looks.
Yeah. Well, dude, I remember when Taylor was younger, before we even came to Disney
Hey,
World.
Richard Scott, thanks for stopping by.
Richard Scott. Yeah, before we even came to Disney World, we had this little Disney sing along, like video that we put on, and they would have this little Haunted Mansion, scene or whatever with all the characters outside, and I'm like, where is that? Like, I had no idea. I knew nothing about Disney World or nothing about Disneyland, and it was this gorgeous building right here.
Look
So
how
nice,
beautiful that is. I mean,
it's awesome. Now, what is the? I'm going to sound silly. Is it like a Louisiana, Savannah, Georgia kind of?
Yeah, it's very like
style. I don't know.
Yeah, plantation style, I think is what you would call it.
Yeah.
It
just looks awesome.
Now, I mean, I would love to time it when they retheme it for like they do it Christmas themed, I think.
Trish just brought it up. It's what I'd love to, dude. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, dude. That's
the Halloween one or the Christmas version. But I don't know about getting kids out of school during that time would be really hard. Like I'm thinking this would have to be a summertime trip or a like spring break trip or something like that.
I'm thinking
to make it work,
man. I'm thinking summertime. That's what I don't know. We'll talk about that, but show this idiot some love.
But yeah, this is an absolute must.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I mean, and I feel bad because this is going to be like one that we're like the kiddo won't ride it. Maybe she will by next year.
Yeah, she can change on it. She can change. Lucas,
but she may have to like hang out outside or do a ride swap or do something. Because I'm going on it. And the wife would. There's no way that I would never get the wife to like not go on this.
Yeah.
So this is going to have to be like either a ride swap or something because everybody's going to want to go on this one.
Yep.
And now this should be coming up. The one where Drewby might want to cover his eyes, and it doesn't. This could be the Mexico ride. It looks like, but no, it's a Small World, and it's the original. And the difference is they have themed characters on the Small World ride in Disneyland that we don't get in Disney World. Disney World is actually, I found out, the only Small World ride that doesn't have any of the themed characters.
Really?
All of the other Small World rides at any of the other parks will have themed characters in them. They'll have characters from the movies or, Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, like I said, I'm only going, Andy, when it is a full Disneyland experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like checking open ride closures and we're going to be checking things.
And the park is open as long as it possibly can be open.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not an anti-Small World person. I mean, it's not my favorite ride in the world, but I'm not one of those people who are like, oh my God, I can't stand it. I make fun of it because everybody makes fun of it because of the
it's just one of those things.
I would have to go on it because there are some really cool scenes from Small World on there that like look at this. Like they have like a little like a Stitch with an Elvis. Like look how cute that is.
That's awesome. And I'm not even a Stitch fan, but I appreciate it.
Right? And then like they have the Polynesian doll, but then it's got like Stitch there. And like the fact that it's got a little Elvis bobblehead is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd go just for the bobblehead.
We are only I have not checked any of the AAA prices or anything. I just looked at like just straight rates. We're so far out to looking at this. This is just pie in the sky, what would our trip ideas be kind of thing. And it was just a good idea for a show content.
Yeah, but now you got me excited, man. When you sent me that thing, I was like, "Oh, that's good. We're gonna talk about that."
Yep.
No, it's actually getting me excited because I don't. When you don't know about something, I'm learning as we're going along. You know.
Yep.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
Hey, at least you're not singing it. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Now Drewby's gone. We've lost him.
It's like, and unsubscribe.
And unsubscribe. So yeah, 100% this is on the list.
Yeah.
When you start adding these up,
too.
These are some of the ones that have some long lines. So this is where I'm starting to have some concerns where everybody's like, oh, it's not that bad. You can do it pretty quick. Well, yeah, you could do it pretty quick, but I want to do a lot.
Yeah.
So, we're already Haunted Mansion, Small World, Indiana Jones, and we're only like 5 minutes in here.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, we know all of. Oh, I know Disneyland more than 20 times. Been Small World. Oh my God, really? Wow.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy.
Probably more things that he wants to go. Like, I'd rather go on the Indiana Jones, and I haven't even been on it yet.
I don't even have Toontown on my list here.
Oh.
I didn't even have that. I didn't find that info.
I missed Toontown. I missed a Toontown here.
All right. So, all right. Now here's some of the questions that now we're going to get into some Drew to go questions.
I like that, Jamie. Drew to go.
Yes, Drew to go questions because I have serious concerns about, so Drew's going to go on this once in a lifetime trip to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
And whoops, he's going to get eaten by a whale.
I knew that's how it was going to go.
This is why we need people, because I didn't even have Toontown on there. I didn't even know Toontown was there. I forgot about that. And it didn't show up in my searches of things that people need to do when you go to Disneyland.
Apparently it wasn't important for some people.
I guess not. So this is Matterhorn for everybody who doesn't know.
Yeah.
And this is like a roller coaster-ish ride, I guess.
And Trish said you need to get some Advil for your back. So it sounds like it's going to be a rough one. Kind of like our Space Mountain here.
Right. And strangers already saying Dramamine. So my question is, like, how much of a risk does Drew take on a vacation where, let's say, okay, we're there the first day we hit Magic Kingdom and Drew hits up Matterhorn. Okay, let's say Drew gets hit with vertigo. The rest of the 4 days are shot. He's done.
Mm-hmm.
But do you not go on Matterhorn? Like I want to know where your thoughts are on this.
Let me tell you.
Queen's like, do it. Luann's like, don't.
Okay. But
James Scanlon's like, take the risk.
Okay. So here's the deal. Okay. Before I had sporadically gotten vertigo here and there, and I was like, okay, and I pushed it a little bit. And I was like, and I went on Space Mountain a few times after I already had vertigo. Nothing really happened. I went, cool. Went on it again. Got about a day and a half of vertigo. It kind of messed me up a little bit. Okay. So I was like, that wasn't too bad. Kind of crappy, but whatever. Gotta catch up. No, but and the whole Dramamine, and I've tried this motion sickness thing, blah, blah, blah. And the last time I had taken 2 Dramamine pills because I knew I was going to go on Slinky Dog. I knew it. I was like, nope, I'm going to take it. That set me down for a week. And when I mean
We're slinking.
We're vertigoing. So it, like, legitimate. You can even ask Queen V. I did not move from that bed unless I had to use the restroom for like 5 straight days. I was so messed up. And that's what worries me about that. If I did go on it, it would literally have to be the last ride of the last day that we were there.
Okay. Check back with me in a minute because there's about 6 rides on here that I have concerns about.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we
I
have
think
the
I'll be okay
Matterhorn.
on Small World. I think I'll be all right on Small World.
Okay, I think you might do okay on Small World.
Yeah.
This one, I think you'll be okay on.
And I'm actually pretty excited about this one.
This was a ride I had no clue about. I didn't even know this was at Disneyland.
I knew a tiny bit of it from the Disney sing-along video.
This is called the Storybook Land Canal Boats. And okay, wait, what's worse? The canal boats are worse at night, or
Yeah.
So this is cool. This is apparently like a slow boat ride, and there's like little miniature town versions of places like Arendelle and London Park from Peter Pan, and the Cave of Wonders and Agrabah, and all these cool places. And it's like all these little miniature places. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know. I thought that was a pretty cool one, and everybody says it's pretty neat. And it's something that I know 100% the kiddo could do.
Yeah, basically you should be concerned about me and your child. What Drew and Ellie can get on.
What Drew and Ellie can get on. And you go into a big whale's mouth.
Dude,
so, I mean,
right there,
cool.
that's the way to enter. You know, you're like, boom, here we go. We're going through a whale mouth.
Okay.
People's corny, the Alice in Wonderland, much better. Should be.
Okay. I didn't even see an Alice in Wonderland on my list, so this is where we're learning.
But I like corny.
I am a corny guy.
I am also a corny guy. I kind of like that.
All right. This one, this is like 100% must.
Yep.
And I think you'll be okay on this one. This is not a roller coaster.
No. It's Winnie the Pooh, right?
It is a wild ride, though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
This is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, buddy.
All right. I'm okay with wild rides. Okay, I think I can handle it.
So this one, I love me some Mr. Toad. It's just classic. The fact that it's not at Disney World anymore. They say it's pretty violent as far as like the motions. Okay. Like it is legitimately a wild ride. So it is very whippy. And that was where I have I know you don't like the teacups for the whippiness of them.
Well, teacups, it's this thing.
But you do well on the drifting aliens. I
can do well on drifting aliens, and also I can go on Test Track, which can be a little whippy. You know what I mean? When you kind of do it I'm okay on that. I don't know, is it Trish or anybody else? What would you compare it to if you could? Like a ride at Disney World. I'm just curious. Check out.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll have to check out.
If somebody who's been on it could liken it to a ride at Disney World, what is it similar to?
Ish. Even if you took 2 rides and put them together to describe it.
Right. What does the feel like? That's what I'd want to know. Okay, so it's like Winnie the Pooh, but is it like Winnie the Pooh fast? Because Winnie the Pooh is super slow.
And it's not really whippy.
Right. I mean, because I didn't... Okay, Mr. Toad took over the Winnie the Pooh...
Winnie the Pooh took over
the Pooh took over Mr. Toad's area, right? That's what happened anyway. So, yeah. That's I'd like to know... if that would hurt. Okay, it's like Peter Pan with sharp turns. Okay.
Sharp turns.
I think Drew could
probably
handle that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll look at Stranger's video on it just to make an assessment.
Okay, and now there was a section of scary rides at Disney. I swear to God, it was literally called Rides That May Be Too Scary for Your Kids.
Wow.
And This one is called Snow White's Scary Adventures.
Well, I mean, it says scary in the.
It's literally got scary in the name.
In the name,
it is one of their quote unquote dark rides, and I guess it has a lot of the witch in it, and it's like pretty menacing and whatnot. Apparently, apparently, like the theming and everything on it is a pretty dark and scary and loud. Okay, so it's not. They remodeled it. Okay. Okay, Pinocchio is the worst. Okay, Pinocchio was another one on the scary rides for kids list. They did say they have remodeled the Snow White ride. So did the remodel make it not scary?
Yeah, right. Well, that's what Trish said. It's not scary anymore. But is it not scary for an adult? Because you got to think about a 6-year-old child.
My 6-year-old child who's not too cool with the dark and loud sounds.
Especially Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, she was the Haunted Mansion freaked her out. Not a happy camper on that ride.
That's so tough, man.
By the way, I am so mad at the rain tangent.
Jamie, don't even get me started.
We got to Magic Kingdom. We did our thing. We got our snacks. We were all the way back to Circus Land. That was the goal of the day, was to get the kiddo on Barnstormer. We get to the farthest point at the back of the park. Like we were literally,
of course,
as far as you can go back in this park, right? As far as you can go. And the whole goal of that day was to get the kiddo on Barnstormer. To try and build up a little bit of bravado in the kiddo. So maybe she'll start getting into like some bigger rides.
Yeah, start stepping it up
stepping it up a bit, right? So we got her on Figment, and not that Figment's a big scary ride, but there are some dark and loud and some things that, was a little bit different. She did the Space Ranger spin, which, she was totally cool with, had a great time. So we get there and we're like, we knew it was like 90% chance of rain. We knew it was going to be rain, but we were hoping it would miss us. We were gambling. We gambled and we lost.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh God, did we ever? We both texted each other in the morning, like, you doing this? Yeah, we're gonna try it.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We already have a reservation.
And so we go and we get there and we got our snacks and we're like, the kiddo's like, no. The wife texted me. She's like, I showed her Barnstormer. She says, no way, heck, I'm not doing that. So the kiddo comes back up with the wife and she's like, no. I'm like, it doesn't have crazy drops. It's not scary. I'm like, it's like flying. Like you're kind of like flying through the air. Like give it a try. I think you'll like it. And she's like, okay, I'll try it. And then I'm like, yes. So I'm waiting to get the food. And as soon as I get the food and I'm walking back, that crack of lightning. And I'm like, and so I get, and the wife's like, I'm looking for a place to go. I'm like, Drew told me there's a relaxation station back at the Big Top Circus. So go back there and we'll hide out from the rain with our snacks until this rain passes. No.
Didn't pass.
The rain never passed. And I will tell you, I have the Star Wars windbreaker from the outlets. It is not waterproof.
It's not a rain jacket.
It is water resistant.
Yeah, like
so it will repel. It will repel the water for a period.
Yeah,
and then become soaked.
Oh yeah,
and then start soaking the rest of your body.
Ugh.
So we didn't have ponchos. We didn't have any, because I was like, I have my windbreaker. It'll be waterproof.
It will repel the
I'll
rain.
Be good.
It'll repel
so we had, rain. So like the kiddos got an umbrella for her stroller, which she was fine, completely dry. Yeah. The wife has an umbrella. Me, I had no umbrella.
Need an umbrella hat.
So I'm pushing the stroller because I can't push a stroller and hold an umbrella. So I'm legitimately like just a hoodie and running through the rain from the furthest point back in the park. And they shut down the monorail. So there's no
course they did.
monorail.
Of course it did.
And
Okay.
everybody was trying to get out of the park at this point.
Mhm.
So they had one boat running. So everybody is waiting in that line for the boat. It was a 45-minute wait, uncovered, in the rain, waiting for the boat to come. And then, there's no trams. So once you get to the parking lot area,
You're
it was a
walking to your
9-mile walk to your car.
Mhm.
My socks were drenched to the bone.
Mhm.
And that is not a fun feeling.
No, tangent. I have 2 tangents here, Jamie. If you don't
Go for
mind. One, that is what drives me insane about getting to Magic Kingdom. That is why both of my kids, when I'm like, hey, you want to go to Disney? And they're like, we're going to Magic Kingdom, aren't we? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to go. They do not. No, it's one of those things. It is such a process. Like when you go all the time, and it's like the other night, last night, I can't remember. Last night, it was one of those things where it was like, okay, the park closes at 9, and then I'm like, I'm gonna be waiting in line for the ferry, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hang out for a little bit and just wait. And I still had to wait a little while, but it's like you're tired. You gotta wait for the boat or the monorail. Takes forever to get over there. Then you gotta walk to your car. So here's another thing. Maybe they don't have to do it all the time. When it's raining like that, when it's horrible weather, and you shut down the monorail, why are you not running buses? Just answer me that. Why are you not running buses? You're like, you know what, guys? There's a million of you. We're gonna have one boat.
They had 3 boats running earlier in the day.
Yeah.
We're going to take it down to 1 boat.
Yeah, right. When it's pouring,
everybody's trying to leave.
Everybody wants to leave. Like I said,
That is honestly, I agree with you. That is honestly like why I'm not like, I love Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I hate going to Magic Kingdom.
It's a process. And I don't want to sound like we're whiny little rich kids. You know what I mean? Because we're able to go to, I'm not trying to be like that, but it really is a process. You can't
all
just
the other
park and
parks
walk.
are so much nicer where it's like, you know what? It's time to go home. I'm leaving and I'm leaving.
And I go to the car.
Walk to my car
Yep.
and I'm done.
Yep.
And Magic Kingdom's like, it could be 2 hours. If on a busy night, you could be 2 hours from the point where you decide to leave to you get to your car. That doesn't mean you're leaving yet.
Yeah.
So,
well, that was like leaving one year. What year was it? 2019, maybe, or what? Doesn't really matter. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Leaving the park, leaving Magic Kingdom at whatever, midnight, whatever time it was. Oh my word. Like it was to the point there was a guy and another woman that were fighting when they were trying to get on because they were tired. They both had kids. The guy's got a stroller trying to cram into the tram. And it was just this whole process.
Happiest place on earth.
And people I know Queen remembers, this guy was just yelling at the woman because I think he cut in front of her. And then basically you just sat in the thing, was like, whatever, it was just this big thing. And you're like, oh my goodness.
I still remember, I think it was last year's, it was the last year they did, was before the pandemic, New Year's Eve.
Oh my goodness.
The helicopter shot they showed of it was legitimately a parking lot everywhere around the entire Disney area. You could not move.
Yeah.
You couldn't go it was you were going to be there for 5 hours, I think, if you were attempting to go anywhere at any point in that time. I won't go near that place.
Nope.
At that point in time. The only way you could pay me to be there would be as if I had a hotel room
at the Contemporary
on property.
Contemporary.
At the Contemporary, or now the Grand Floridian.
Well, because you can walk there,
where you can walk to that one now.
Yep, agreed.
Those two,
that's it.
I would be good with. Other than that, you couldn't pay me to be there,
dude. No way. Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing, though. Wait for people to be gone, but the problem is, say Magic Kingdom closed at 11. You don't want to wait till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You
I
know what I mean?
understand
Like,
that, stranger. But the problem is you couldn't even get on the monorails. They were like shut down.
Yeah.
Like, so we were stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that tangent's gone. But okay.
Sorry,
So it's
but
apparently Snow White. And now this is a ride that's not at Disney World. So it's a ride I would want to ride because it is not at Disney World. So I can't do it.
and we're not going to be going to California every other year. So.
Right. So and I want to share my thought process on all of this is I want to do the things that I can't do at Disney World.
Yep.
Basically.
Mm.
So if I can't do it at Disney World, then I want to do it at Disneyland.
It's on the list.
Yep. So apparently this one is scary as heck, according to a bunch of people.
Okay.
It's on the list of scary rides you probably shouldn't bring your kids on. I swear to God.
It's Pinocchio, man.
It's Pinocchio.
Can you imagine your kid's like a huge Pinocchio fan?
Oh my
you know?
God.
They're like, I want to go on it. You're like,
if you just think about the storyline of Pinocchio, it's actually kind of creepy.
It's very creepy. No, it's really creepy. Like,
it's really creepy.
Like I don't want to get too far into it, but
I don't want to get too far into it. I'm not going to get into it at all. But
no.
So I guess the ride could be super creepy as it is anyway.
Yeah, just even if it was like if it went along with the storyline of the movie, it's
right?
Still creepy.
The storyline of the movie could be pretty creepy. But I would still personally want to do it.
Yeah,
because
it's creepy.
It's not here.
Right.
And it's quirky and it's creepy, and because they say it's creepy and it's quirky, I now want to do it more.
No, that's what it is. My ears perk up when I'm like, wait, what? What's going on here? It's something that we probably shouldn't be going on. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're in. Me and Drew are in.
Absolutely. Oh, really? It's creepy.
Now,
and no kids should go on it.
Yep. Okay, so these were the items that I found from my research that were specific to Disneyland that aren't in Disney World. Now I'm sure I've missed some, so I'd like people in the chat to let me know what I missed. So apparently I missed Toontown, right?
Yeah.
So we'll need to do a little bit of research on that as we go through. So once we get through that, all right, now we're going to move on to places to eat in Disneyland while people tell us what I missed. So the first place I saw that we kind of need to eat is called the French Market.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in the New Orleans Square.
Nolans.
And this is Cajun and Creole inspired.
Gimme.
And they've got choices like a shrimp po' boy and a French dip sandwich. And Drew, they sell a non-alcoholic mint julep.
I'm down with that. I
don't think I've ever had a mint julep, period.
I believe I have. I've had a couple of them. No.
A non-alcoholic mint julep sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and it's mint. It's not peppermint. It's different. Absolutely different.
Yep. So this is one that I thought... You
had me at French dip, Jamie.
Yeah. Speaking of the French dip, that one looked pretty good. And that's supposedly like their signature item, right? Is the French dip over there at that restaurant. There is another restaurant there called the Blue Bayou. And this is a little bit more fancy of a restaurant. And the cool thing, I didn't even bring it up. I needed it. We'll have to go back to it, but hold on, and it'll transition into this. Blue Bayou, and you can request a waterside table because the boats from Pirates of the Caribbean go by this restaurant.
That's awesome.
Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, I can't believe I didn't have it on the pictures list.
I was gonna say
it's on the list.
That's a must do. It's a must do. It's Pirates. I know there are major differences between that ride and what we have in Orlando here.
So I mean, that's I don't have the picture. I don't know why I didn't have the picture, but yeah, that's 100% a must. We have to do pirates.
Oh, absolutely have to, man.
And then we have to eat at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And get a waterside table.
Yep.
And watch the boats from Pirates of the Caribbean. But look how cool this place looks.
But that's the thing. I got Trish saying it's a must. Disney Stranger saying it's a must. And I was thinking the same thing as Stranger. It's like the Mexican Pavilion. Like when you meet at
it does look like the Mexican Pavilion.
Like the Mexican Pavilion, you know, right near the water, and you see the boats coming.
Near the water and everything.
Same kind of idea.
All right, and so I pulled up the menus for these.
Trish says lamb racks are delicious.
Ooh, all right.
Gimme.
Sure.
Hello, right, Tessa. Welcome in.
Hi, Princess Tessa. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Blue Bayou.
It's just fun to say Blue Bayou.
It is just fun to say Blue Bayou.
Blue Bayou. It blew right by you.
It did.
Ooh, calamari.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at this menu, and I gotta say, it looks pretty darn good.
Yes, it does.
All right. So we got some fried calamari. We got some seafood hush puppies.
Do you like hush puppies?
Oh, dude, I'm a hush puppy fanatic.
Good. We're gonna plow through some of those.
I will plow through, and these sound good. These have shrimp, Nueski bacon. I don't even know what Nueski bacon is, but now I need to eat Nueski bacon.
I need to know what it tastes like.
It has smoked sea salt. I would think it'd be smoked sea salt, but this is just smoked sea salt. So, and Bloody Mary aioli. Yeah, I'm in. Total in.
That sounds delicious.
Okay, and then now you've got herb-crusted rack of lamb, mashed potatoes, chef choice vegetables, feta, and rosemary jus. Or like I don't even know. I want to order like everything 4 of the 5 of these.
Yeah.
Surf and turf, split lobster tail, petite filet mignon, au gratin potatoes, vegetables, and a Cabernet sauce. Man, a bone-in ribeye with butter brushed. How can you not like something that's butter brushed? Take a steak and then brush it with butter.
Butter is just
mashed
good
potatoes and a chef choice vegetable, or you could have a catch of the day. Sounds great. Who's ordering the roast chicken? My question is, how do you see those other options and be like, let me get the chicken?
I don't know. Maybe it's delicious, Jamie. Maybe we're missing out on something.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know. I don't even know what I'm talking
about. I got surf and turf, lamb, or a bone-in and a butter brushed ribeye.
I literally don't think I would have made it any farther than surf and turf. I would have went, I want that. I wouldn't even have looked at anything else. Seafood.
But they also have jambalaya. Yes. Shrimp andouille sausage, chicken sausage, Creole rice, and spiced Creole sauce.
Are you a jambalaya fan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, love jambalaya.
Do I not look like a jambalaya fan? I mean,
you kind of do. You kind of do with your eyes a little bit.
And then Stranger's right. You can order calamari and Davy Jones just inside the Pirates ride. I mean, literally, you're eating Davy Jones.
I'm down with that.
And then Davy Jones we've got vanilla bean creme brulee. You got layered chocolate cake. Whatever.
You got the there for kids section.
Yeah, and whatever. I just want the surf and turf.
Oh wait, will you go to
fantastic?
Will you go to? It says Louisiana. It's a drink. Louisiana something. Okay. I just want to see. Keep going down.
Non-alcoholic. Louisiana lemonade. Minute Maid lemonade, Sprite, mango, raspberry, served in a souvenir glow cup. That's all you, buddy.
Dude, that sounds delicious.
You put anything in a souvenir glow cup, and I'm on it.
You got me. For $7.75, that's not bad.
No.
A drink and a souvenir.
All right, and then I also got the menu.
I saw that too,
the
Stranger.
Vegetable pasta is to die for.
It's to die for. I saw that too. When you were scrolling down, I'm like, I'm not even going to bring it up. You said, who orders the chicken, but who orders the vegetable pasta for $35? All
right, and so here's the French Markets menu. All right. You get the slow roasted beef sandwich, fried onions, creamy horseradish sauce served on a rustic roll with au jus and seasoned chips. I've heard that sandwich is absolutely fantastic.
That sounds amazing. Horseradish sauce, dude.
And once again, herb roasted chicken. What are you doing with it? Get that out of here.
They're like, we got a whole bunch of chicken, guys. Just shove it on the menu and see if anybody.
I mean, you've got jambalaya here.
Yeah.
Which sounds great. $14.99.
Chicken salad,
Caesar salad.
No, but it's just it's Cajun style,
and it's only $11.99. So I'm thinking it's not going to be good.
It's probably going to be this big.
I feel like a poor boy, Tabitha. I feel like a poor boy.
We will after this trip to Disneyland.
After this trip, they're going to have all our money.
And we will be po' boys.
We will be po' boys. But Drew, check out this dessert. A Haunted Mansion wedding cake. White cake with buttercream frosting, sour cherries. I know you're not going to like that. Cream cheese filling, finished with a splatter of cherry sauce. So it looks like blood.
I'm
guessing.
Why couldn't it be like raspberry sauce? But you know what, though?
I bet you would like it because it's sour cherries.
And I do like sour things. I'd be willing to try it. And you know why? I got very excited. There seemed to be no fondant on that cake.
No, there wasn't.
Or jelly. Remember the one I got there? The wedding cake at Magic Kingdom, and it was like this weird jelly stuff on the outside. Remember?
Yes.
It was like your Cinderella coach cake.
Oh God, that thing was horrible. Good God.
Same thing.
Stop.
It was the same thing.
I'm having flashbacks.
Same thing, different shape. Not good. Not good. Shrimp po' boy. Oh, don't forget downtown.
Yeah, so I'm all about that. That all sounds just fantastic.
Yes, Blue Bayou.
Yeah. So that takes us through most of what I have researched for Disneyland. Now I know there's all kinds of Disneyland specific snacks, and it would have taken me weeks to get all that together. And it changes so often. It wasn't worth doing now.
No.
So this is, this is kind of a quick overview of what we're working with here. And we'll probably do this as a secondary before we take the actual trip, because this is actually going to be a trip that's going to happen, people. This is going to happen.
Oh yeah, no, we've already said it has to happen.
This has to happen. So, okay, view, enter full screen. All right, so.
All right. With the Disneyland expansion.
I know, but I don't know if that'll happen by the time. That's all like talked about stuff. So I don't think that'll be happening by the time we make our trip. All right. This is over in California Adventure.
Looks like my jam.
And this is one we 100% really need to do. This is called the Grizzly River Run. It apparently has the largest drop of any river ride in all of California. I don't know if that's a big deal, if there are a lot of other river rides in California, or maybe it's the only one.
There's one other. There's one other backyard.
And it's the largest. Wait, that's Knott's Berry? Okay. That's not good. That's not Grizzly River Run. Then I'm terrible. Wait, then is Grizzly River Run not at Knott's Berry Farm? Wait.
Grizzly Rapids? We're confused.
Wait, somebody needs to tell me, is there a Rapids ride at Disney California Adventure? No? Am I wrong? I could very well be wrong. I just Google things, and if it tells me it's it, then I say it.
She said no. The photo is correct. Laugh out loud. No, I'm confusing you guys.
Because I could totally be wrong. This is very on brand for this show.
And he's completely wrong. And me and him, he's like, yeah, this thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so Gridley Rizzer Run is at Disney California.
California.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right. I don't feel as stupid as I normally would feel.
You don't feel
I
as
am
stupid
pretty
as I
stupid.
look. You don't feel as stupid as I look. Yeah.
Okay, so they have a river rapid ride at Disney California Adventure. It's supposed to be fantastic.
Mhm.
Big drop.
Down with that.
I want to do this. This looks great.
I'm a huge water ride fan. Love them.
Oh yeah.
Love them.
Oh, love them, love them, love them. They're so great. Yes. This is 100% the Dad and Drew. The internet said so. It's true. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah. But I heard this one is definitely better than the one at
I heard it's better than Cali River Rapids.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Like, the drop is bigger.
Yep.
I
think it's
and I
longer.
heard just in general, the whole ride is longer and it's better.
Yeah. Just like Pirates.
So that one's fine, just like Pirates.
Yep.
Tabitha's gonna go. What are you eating? You're gonna eat these. You're gonna eat me and Drew. I'm confused. Are you gonna eat the food? I'm not sure.
I think because we're talking about food, she's getting hungry.
I can see that. Now, here is one of my other extremely worried about Drew rides. The Incredicoaster. This I would have to feel would be the before we get on the plane.
This is after I get here. You guys need to carry me. I'll have to get on your back, Jamie, and you just put me onto the plane, dude.
Because not only does it do the launch, so it does the 0 to 60 launch, right? It also goes inverted.
Ugh.
It's like the longest inverted coaster at Disneyland or something like that. So I'm not sure this is a Drew approved ride.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
I don't need to see videos. I know it's on Queen V's list. I know it's on both my kids' list. Both they'll all three of them will do it. Me and Ellie will go eat a corn dog and an ice cream while you guys go on that. We'll just hang out and watch you guys.
Drew, Luann's already Drew, pass.
No,
pass.
like I said, no. Before I used to push my limits a little bit. I really did. I kind of keep kind of edging it, and now after that last time, I just know no way. I know what's gonna happen, and I can't. No, but I'll watch you guys. I'll see your.
I love that you're
buddy.
willing to do Tron, but this you're not willing to do.
No, you know why? I'm willing to
because you're here.
Because I'm here.
It's not like you're 5,000 miles away.
That's what I'm saying. I go on Tron. After Tron, I go. Veronica, start the car. Drive me home. I need to go lay down. You know what I'm saying? I'll at least be able to come home and lay in my own bed. Where it's I can't imagine getting vertigo, dude, and then having 2 more days and being I gotta get.
Could you imagine getting vertigo and having to get on a plane?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
and take a 5-hour flight. Oh my God!
No way. No way.
You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be every time they had to get B.A. Baracus on the airplane. Anybody who knows the A-Team knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
They used to have to drug him. They used to have to hide drugs and food for him.
He wasn't.
He was afraid to fly.
He wasn't having it, dude.
He wasn't having it. Oh my God.
Hello, Amy. Zach Smalzer passing on that moment. Yes. And it.
Oh, hi, Amy.
People always they always feel bad for me. They're always oh, you can't go on
missing out, and you're I don't care.
But it's just one of those things where I was never a thrill junkie, man. You know what I mean? It's not I was I have to.
Derek, I just rewatched the A-Team remake movie they made.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I don't care what anybody says.
Is it good?
It's a darn good movie.
Really? All right.
It's worth what? Bradley Cooper, Sharto Copley, the guy from District 9, Liam Neeson.
Nice.
I mean, it's it's solid. It's a decent movie, man.
All right. Now I got to watch it. Is it on
worth
Netflix?
Watching.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Prime?
I think I watched it on Prime. It was on Prime. Yep.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
It's worth it. Oh, it's so good. It's total worth watching. All right, so here's the Incredicoaster. Now what are your feelings on Test Track?
I love Test Track, and I like this one right here. I have to do it. I was excited when I saw it in the story. I'm like, yes, I need to do this.
So from what I have gathered about this ride, I love Cars. Cars is like my life. Not specifically like the Cars movies, but just cars in general. I'm a car guy. So, and I actually do enjoy the movies. The movies are pretty darn good movies.
I love the movies, dude, and I'm not a car guy.
From what I understand about this ride, it's basically like a slow tour through Radiator Springs that ends up with a test track at the end next to another car in a race, which sounds amazing. Now, they had said this can be like a 2-hour wait scenario.
So worth it.
So like this is one of the ones where they say, I guess you should like, if you're going to rope drop a ride at California Adventure, like this is where you go.
Okay.
So it's a must do on my list.
Yeah, and Trish is saying it's a must too. But yeah, no, I have to do it. I love the movie Cars, and I really enjoy Test Track. I don't go on it as often as I used to, but it's such a great concept of a ride. You know, one of the most about 2-hour wait, and it breaks down a lot. It's like Rise.
Oh, it sounds like Rise of the Resistance.
That's all right. I'm okay with that. I'll wait.
I mean, what else? We'll take care of it.
What else do we have to do? We're in California.
We're in California to go to Disneyland. So
good.
All right. So that's a must.
Yep.
All right. The original. It's different than our Soarin' because it's around the world. So it is a different set of Soarin'. So we have to do it.
Yeah. It's not the one that we have here.
It's not the one that we have here. And Putty is the guy who does the intro. So I try to watch it.
He's the best, dude. Putty. I love that you call him Putty, dude.
I can't call him anything other than Putty.
Dude, he's Putty. He's Putty, man.
He will forever be Putty to me. Like
he really will be. Yeah.
I can't see him.
Only go when they have not around.
Only go when they have Soarin' over California. Wait, is Soarin' over the world the same one we have?
Well, or the way she's wording it, do they change it frequently? Is there a time when they have it?
Okay, you need to explain, Trish.
Because we're like little kids. We don't know.
And if the internet says it, we believe it.
Yeah, right.
So,
and if Jamie tells me it, I believe him.
You convinced us that picture wasn't even from Disney. So
yeah, and I had no idea. I was like, oh, I guess not. Maybe it's from Cedar Rapids.
Maybe.
Just saying.
So yeah, we need to know we need to know.
Yes, we don't want to waste our time. They
randomly change it to California sometimes.
That's weird.
Epcot is so it's the same. Okay, so if it's the same, then we can skip it.
Okay.
So if it's the same Soarin' that we have, we skip it.
Yeah, because that's.
But if it's Soarin' over California while we're there, then we have to do it.
Yes, because it'll be different.
And how will we know it's California? Will they like literally that little sign at the bottom say California, or?
Yeah.
Like
I want to know. How does that work? Or do they just like you got to go in and find out? Does it always say around the world, but you just have to go in and find out?
Right.
Stranger said skip it.
Okay. Now, here is the only reason I'm going to Disneyland. Honestly, this is legitimately the only reason I am going to Disneyland. Avengers Campus and the Spider-Man ride.
Mm-hmm.
I won't go until this is open. It looks fantastic.
Yes, it does.
And this is why I'm going. I have never felt the need to go to Disneyland. I was always like, I got all these parks here. I'm good.
Yeah.
But then when they were like, we're going to put Marvel stuff that you will never, ever, ever have in your parks over here, over there. I was like, okay, now you have me. Now I have to go.
Yep. Because they're never gonna. They're gonna own this.
This was legitimately the deciding factor that pushed me to say, okay, now I have to go. And then I did the research, and I was like, okay, yeah, there is some really cool stuff that would be worth going. That it's not only this isn't the only reason to go, but this is the driving force.
Right. Well, this was the initial interest, but then it got you poking around, and we're finding all these other things too. They have Monsters Inc. ride here.
Okay, I did find the Monsters Inc. ride. I had it on my list, but I was running out of time with my list, so it got bumped. But I did have it on there.
Yes, I will, Queen. I'm all about Monsters Inc.
There is a Monsters Inc. ride. So it was on my list, but it got bumped just due to timing because we're already an hour and a half in and we haven't really even gotten to everything yet. So we can go back to that one. I don't know if you really get to shoot webs at Spider-Man or how this whole thing works, but it's amazing.
I think maybe it'll be virtual, or I don't know what you call it.
Virtual, or it's like you're shooting a gun and then it's going to like show you how that works. Yeah. So this is definitely, but like, I don't care. I don't care what Sammy Skidoo or whoever was saying that. Somebody was saying, Amy, our friend Amy, over at the outlets was like, oh, the Avengers Land looks terrible. I'm like, what are you looking at? I don't understand what you're looking at. Because
what did she expect it to look like? It looks like the Avengers
legitimately looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's awesome, dude.
Like, it's got a freaking Quinjet on there. The building looks amazing. You've got Breakout in the back there, which we will get to. Mission Breakout, 100% have to do that. But the other thing that's going to be so freaking amazing. All right. Let me see here. Got to open it up.
Yes, Amy is crazy, Queen. She
is. I don't know what she was thinking.
Ant-Man Brewery.
Ooh, interesting. I hope they sell soda there.
Or coffee.
That's awesome.
Or coffee. Do they brew soda there? Or brew coffee, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe they brew root beer.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'll drink some root beer.
All right.
We'll find out.
Now, I'm not going to play the music because probably the music is going to have some sort of copyright over it. But this is the other thing that I 100% need to just stand and watch
7 times over again.
So, like, legitimate Spider-Man is going to fly over your head as you're walking around the park.
And that's not a real person, people.
That is a robot that like does the Spider-Man-y moves, and it is freaking amazing.
I remember when you showed me that. I was like, dude,
I need to see that in person.
Mm-hmm.
I 100 million percent
zillion
need to see that in person because that looks about as cool as anything I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I don't think you're just going to see it, Jamie. I'm not being corny here. Like, you're going to feel it, dude. Like, you're going to feel, you know,
like, you're going to look up and you're going to be like, that's amazing.
Spider-Man is going around above the
He's doing like flippy flips.
Doing flippy flips, and it looks legit. It's not like you're like seeing like a, you know, we're like, oh yeah, it's a robot. Like that looks.
It's like not like all, it's not like all janky.
Janky. Or wonky.
It's legitimately like it looks amazing.
Yeah, no,
it just looks amazing.
Spot on. Wait, Guardians. It's awesome.
Speaking of Guardians, we 100% need to do Mission Breakout. I'm actually kind of upset that they don't retheme the Tower of Terror here to Mission Breakout.
Yeah, you know what though? I think they I know what you're saying, but I don't think it would work because, as you can tell, like I think they already had plans. You know what I'm saying? Over in Disneyland, where it was like, we know we're going to do this Avengers Campus,
right?
Doing the Guardians, but I know what you're saying. But it would look out of place, I think, personally,
because I personally don't think anybody has an emotional attachment to the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
it's not a Disney property.
Right. I agree.
It's not like nostalgic, I don't think, personally. Like, I know there are some people who would be purists and be like, oh, you can't mess with things. But honestly, I would be completely fine with it if they redid it, because they can use the Guardians over here, from what I understand. That's why there's the Guardians at Epcot.
Right.
So they'll never do it. But what? The version you have there does so much more stuff.
But you know what, though?
Like,
Strangers said that he thought this was the lame version of Tower of Terror.
Why? Like, from what I've read, it does more than our version of Tower of Terror.
Yeah, but maybe
like our version of Tower of Terror, just literally you go up and it drops. This one, like, it goes forward, it does back, it does a whole bunch of stuff, and then it drops a bunch of times. There's story built into it. Like, it just seems like it would be way better.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm adding to it because I'm a Marvel fan, but
no, the old...
I know they have Guardians in.
She's saying no, the old Tower of Terror in California.
Okay, the old tower was terrible.
So
the new Guardians is good.
I think she means the other way around. I think she likes the old Tower of Terror better than the Guardians of the Galaxy. If Florida has more to it, really. Maybe he means the queue line and everything, but everybody's a critic. So, I mean.
But I have to do this one because it's different than what we have in Florida. So I have to do it. Would you be able to do this ride, Drew?
See, I don't know. I haven't been on Tower of Terror in about 4 or 5 years. I'm almost thinking that I'm going to have to go on Tower of Terror here and see how I do. Just to see how I do. Be like.
Right. Because I know there's drops and I think there's like forward motion. Almost like
this one?
On both of them. Both of them now, I think a little bit. I forget, because it's kind of like a lot of the same technology that was in Rise. It's kind of like the same drop that you get in Rise.
Okay, I gotcha.
You get that same feeling.
Yep. That's
because they used, I think, the similar technology.
That drop is amazing in Rise.
Oh God, it's so good. So good. So good. All right, okay. So now there are. Let's see here. Share. All right. Okay, let me go back.
Oh, okay. Stranger's saying that here it also goes forward. There it goes just up and down.
Okay. All right. Share. All right, and then what are your thoughts on heights, Drew? You have a height issue or no?
Absolutely not. It's one thing I'm fine with. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Now, did you know? I didn't know this. There are 2 versions of this ride.
Is it how they had it before and then they rethemed it?
No.
Okay.
There is a non-swinging gondola and a swinging gondola.
Oh, on the same
Ferris wheel.
On the same wheel. Okay.
So I think if you look at that Ferris wheel, you'll see some of them look like they're kind of stationary, and you can see some of them look like they're at like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can zoom in and you can get a better look at it.
I'm hoping the ones that are on the outside are the swingy ones.
Oh, I not zoomed to fit. I want to zoom in more. Enhance.
Enhance. I love that.
So as you can see, like, some of them look like they're kind of swingy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, got to go on the swingy.
So we got to go on the swingy ones.
Absolutely.
So the ones on the rim of the wheel are stationary, and the other ones swing around.
Okay.
So I'm all about the swing around ones.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I can get behind that. Don't drink and then go on the ride. Oh, okay. Get a little nauseous
that's not a
up
problem.
there.
None of us are really good big drinkers at all. Drew didn't drink at all, and I wouldn't be drinking if I was hanging out with him anyway. So,
she made the boo-boo mistake.
What I want to be completely sober for my trip here.
Yeah,
so this looks
remember it.
pretty awesome.
I love a Ferris wheel. I love a Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
how about you?
Okay, I love a Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I really do.
We need it. You know what I've never been on that we could actually do here? Have you ever been on that giant one here?
The Icon one. I know. At Icon Park or whatever in Orlando.
I've never been on it.
I want to do that.
It's so slow. It's like an hour, like 30-minute ride or something.
But
to do a whole ride on
it.
It's
super high.
It's super high.
Awesome. I'm down with that. I like heights.
You'd have to go because my wife won't go on it with me because she's like, no, too high. Nope.
Really? See, Queen, I think she'd be a little at first, but I'm gonna get her on it, man. I don't think she's like really scared, but I think I'd have to pull her on with me. I think. I don't know, Queen. What do you think? Because
for it? Are you in or you out, Queen?
Yeah,
in or out, Queen.
Well, because I'm telling you, dude, we went on the balloon down at Disney Springs, which is amazing.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Amazing, so amazing. But yeah, that thing's
look how cool that looks. That thing's
awesome.
Pretty cool looking.
Now, here's the question for our Disneyland people. Like, honestly, is it better to go on at nighttime, or is it better to go on during the day, night or day?
Do you want to get the view? Do you see is it better to see everything at night or day? Yeah, it looks cool lit up.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It looks cool, but I don't know if you're really going to get.
Are you going to be able to see anything?
Very cool at night, Pixar Pier. Okay.
Now, this is something that I don't know if most people would be super excited about, but I am super excited about, and I'm pretty sure my friend Drew would have been super excited about it.
Very excited. I was reading what you had down on the story, but I'll let you keep going, and because I think the product that I was very excited about trying.
Oh, dude, once I got to the end, and I was like, "They do what?" So apparently, there is a working bakery at Disney's California Adventure, and they let you do a tour of the working bakery, and it's supposed to be like a replica of a San Francisco bakery, and you go through the whole tour, and then they give you a sample of a San Francisco sourdough bread.
Dude, I'm a sourdough bread. Right there. Right when I read that, I went, we're going.
And I was like, everybody else is like, dude, you got to do the Incredicoaster. You got to go on this and that. And I'm like, dude, there's a bakery with sourdough bread.
Right. They have free samples of sourdough bread.
Oh my god!
Oh man, yeah, I'm down.
Drew
with
tours
that.
a working bakery every day.
I do, but see, I'd be able to be on the other end where I'm not having to do any of that. I just get to go see how they're doing their thing, and
sourdough though.
It's like the best, dude. Really is.
So
you can just keep coming back.
You get free bread. Wait. You get free bread in the beginning. I'd just be looping through.
Bread
fiend.
I'd eat my piece and go, can I go back to the beginning again? Can I just start this over again?
Hi, Denise.
Hello. Denise. See, she loves sourdough bread too.
How can you not love sourdough bread? So this was honestly, of all the things there, I was like, one of the most excited things about was the fact that there's this bakery tour of free sourdough bread.
Jamie, I'm telling you, dude. I was scrolling down your list. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a bakery. Then I saw free sourdough bread. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Gotta do that. Gotta do it.
Dude, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of ham and some Swiss. I'm gonna ham in my free sourdough bread. I'm making myself a little mustard. A little
prosciutto. Remember we were talking about doing that?
Little
prosciutto. Make a little sandwich. Excuse me. God. Can I get another sample of that? I need to finish my sandwich off.
Oh my god.
No, that what a shot though, huh? What a shot of the
Yeah.
bakery. That's a great pick.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I'm down with that.
This one was kind of neat. I don't know if it's cool or not. I need the people in here to tell me. This is called the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. So it's got like little climbing things, and it's like a hiking trail. Supposedly kids love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this would be kind of cool. I thought the kiddo loves all that kind of like outdoorsy type stuff. So I thought this would be a very fun thing for her to do. But I wanted to get ideas from the people here if it was cool or not. So it's called the Redwood Creek Trail.
Creaky Quail.
The Creaky Trail.
It's fun for kids.
You get a wilderness badge. Oh, a wilderness! I love a wilderness badge.
A wilderness badge.
Yeah, a wilderness badge.
And Queen said, "I can do this." She said, "Drew can do this."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
me and you'll do. They'll kick us out, but
yeah,
we'll do it.
No, I'm all about climbing, dude. I used to like climb the rocks near the ocean, back in Maine.
Mm-hmm.
All about it.
This
all
looks fun.
Climbing things.
And now this one is one I picked specifically for me. I don't know if the kiddo will even care, but she can go do the Redwood Trail and I'll be in here. This is the Animation Academy. They have this here, but they have it there too, so I would have to do it. And it's where they teach you to draw all the characters, and I would at least have to go in there and learn to draw some characters.
No, we'll have to do it because I'm all about it too, dude. I can sketch a little bit myself, and I enjoy
I've been having so much fun doing it. The next one I think I'm going to try is Donald. I just did Mickey for somebody who the last winner took a Mickey, so that was fun.
Nice.
I don't need to talk to Crush because we can talk to Crush over here, which is fun, but we can do that here. But I do need to 100% draw some stuff in the Animation Academy.
Because you could be like, I drew something in California.
And it has like the paper that has the Animation Academy paper on it. Like it looks official.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And I drew it in the home where the animators were. Kind of,
Yeah. It's
kind of cool.
It's like a souvenir for yourself, really.
Yes. Now, Drew, I forgot. It did make the list.
Yes. I don't even know what it is, but you said Monsters, Inc., and you can count me in all the time.
Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue. Okay. And it's a ride. And it's like a cart ride. I guess it's kind of like a Pooh style ride, or maybe like a Little Mermaid style ride, like those kind of
like
cart
an old
rides,
kind of cart dark ride or whatever.
Yeah. But it's all Monster Inc. themed, which I love me some Monsters Inc. movies. They're fantastic.
Dude. Oh yeah, dude, it's tied
and
my favorite.
We don't have a Monsters Inc. ride in Florida.
We have the laugh floor, but
they shut it down too,
dude.
Hopefully, it will open back up. I mean, because it's
one of my favorites. Dude, it's one of my favorite shows.
It was legitimately like all dad jokes.
Mm-hmm. It's always fresh. I always feel like it's new. It's not like the same stale. Like sometimes.
Okay, it's like Winnie the Pooh. I love me some Winnie the Pooh. That Winnie the Pooh.
Well, Winnie the Pooh
is so good.
Pooh Bear.
Oh, the Pooh Bear.
Yeah. Wait, Little Mermaid. You can. Is there a Little Mermaid there?
There's a Little Mermaid ride, but I think we have a Little Mermaid ride, so it didn't make it on the list.
I have to do this. This is I don't care if nobody else wants to go on it with me. I need to go on this. Have to.
Yeah, well, we're on the Incredicoaster. You would be on this, but
I'll bring me and Ellie will go on this, and you guys go on the.
I would still be on this anyway because I need to go on this too.
Oh, dude, it looks so.
Because Boo is so cute. That little Boo, she looks cute.
She just stole my heart in that movie, man. Her and Sully's like connection. I'm like, I love
Kitty.
It. Oh my god, dude! And I just love to watch him fall in love with her. You know what I mean? And like,
oh yeah. That's where like making an emotional connection with the characters, they really get you in that movie.
There it is, yeah.
Now this 100% is like we need to really, really, really make sure we get like good spot for because they say that this show is like amazing.
Off the chain.
This is the World of Color show. It's like all fountains and lights, and it's supposed to be just
Gotta grab
totally crazy.
Wait, do you have to grab a
Now,
fast pass for this?
fast passes work different at Disney, and I don't know if they're even gonna. Who knows how things are gonna work when things go back?
Right.
Because Disney has what was called Max Pass.
Okay.
You had to pay for fast passes.
Kind of like Universal.
Kind of like Universal. So it wasn't like you couldn't just get regular fast passes, even if you were a whatever.
Yeah.
You had to legitimately pay extra for these Max passes. So I don't know how that works exactly yet. But they say that this show is just bonkers cool. Now I don't know. I don't know what fireworks they have at Fantasmic at Disneyland. Like the fireworks at Disneyland, I'm not sure what show is going to be at Disneyland with fireworks, but we would probably want to see the fireworks at Disneyland when they come back. So the new Fantasmic at Disneyland, okay, that's definitely one we want to see.
So when it says new Fantasmic, does it mean that it was never there and they just came out with it, or they redid an old show and made it better? Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a good question. I don't know that.
Oh. Can you enlighten us, Trish?
Yes, and that was another thing I had seen was you can do what is called some sort of meal deal.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy like a meal package for one of the restaurants, and then they get you like priority seating, or they give you like a special viewing area that you get access to if you buy this special meal plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a dinner, and then you get access to a special viewing area for this show. Meal deal at the Blue Bayou. And that was actually, the Blue Bayou was one of those restaurants, the New Orleans Square, that was that Pirates one.
Yeah,
so you can get a meal at the Blue Bayou, and then it gets you special viewing of this. So it's pretty interesting. So that was definitely...
I see what you're saying. I got
it's like a package deal.
Yeah,
like they do that here for like a lot of things where it's like the dessert parties or whatever, but then they get you special viewing
of the castle,
special viewing areas of stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as places to eat over there, there is the Flo's V8 Cafe, which to me looked to be more of just like your standard
kind of
diner food.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't seem to be anything super cool, but this was just a cool photo that I had found.
Yeah. Well, it's from Cars, and it's a cool vibe going on there.
Yeah. But the two places they say that you kind of got to eat are, one is the Lamplight Lounge.
Okay.
Which, like, it's all themed to Pixar, and it looks pretty darn cool. Like, this is the one they say is actually the most popular eating place over at the California Adventure. Yes, if I had seen Flo's as being like okay.
Yeah.
This one is supposed to be like the hot property. At least that's what they said online. So Trish is saying the food is overrated at Lamplight, but everything that I had seen was saying that the Lamplight was the place to go. And then the other place that I had found, and we'll pull up menus in a second, is this place called the Cathay Circle, which is located within a replica of the Cathay Circle Theater, where Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs debuted in 1937. It is teeming with Disney and old Hollywood history and lore. And they do a brunch. And here are some of the brunch items that they serve.
Oh, is that?
That looks like steak with a hollandaise type sauce. There was no descriptions for these, but they just looked good. So I wanted to show people.
They look all brunchy. So they were like famous.
So this is to show the ambiance of it. It's very, very old world. Views fit. So you can see it's like very, very old worldy.
I like those lights.
And this place is bucks. This place is like moolah.
Fancy pants.
This is your fancy pants. Like if we look at the menu, it was not inexpensive.
Mm.
But like, look how cool that place looks.
No, it's beautiful though. It does look fancy though.
It does not look Disney-ish at all.
No.
Okay, and then there's the tickets. So let's pull up some menus for the lamp light place. All right, okay. So I think I did okay.
Yeah, man. But Trisha's still mad about the egg rolls. She's still mad about the egg rolls.
And then we have to get the egg roll.
Yeah. Yeah, and tell Trish how bad it is.
All right, let's see. Chrome tab, okay. So here's the menu for Lamplight Lounge. So you got Angus beef sliders, beer and bacon cheese sauce, tomato habanero chutney, lettuce and pickled onions on toasted Amish buns. Sounds pretty good.
It does.
A pastrami spiced impossible burger. So that's fake meat, which I like that impossible stuff. It's pretty good.
But fake pastrami?
I don't know. Yeah. Pastrami spiced pineapple, house-made pickles, mustard aioli, toasted focaccia with malted fries. I don't even know what malted fries are.
Maybe malted vinegar?
Maybe. They have a cheddar burger, grilled custom burger with cheddar, roasted tomato, red onion, avocado ranch spread, and an Amish bun again.
With malted
potato
fries.
Skins. Lobster nachos.
Oh.
Warm lobster with black Angus beans, aged cheddar, Oaxaca, that cheese, pico de gallo, and chipotle crema.
I love how they put warm lobster. They even tell you it's warm.
They make sure they tell you it's warm. Good night, Marybrann. Marybrann Smith. I can't say that.
Marybrann Smith. And Keith Abbott had said they lost me with the Impossible Burger.
Don't sleep on the impossible stuff. I made those impossible burgers and they're good. And I fooled my family the other night. I made lasagna with impossible ground beef and did not tell the kiddo and the wife, and none of them knew.
It's pretty good.
Like none of them knew. They just thought it was lobster with meat sauce. Or not lobster, lasagna with meat sauce.
I was like, lobster with meat sauce? That sounds delicious.
And then they have some tuna poke, yellowfin tuna, rice bowl with magic water. What's magic watermelon? Now I need to try that.
Ooh, it's magic, Jamie.
It's magic.
Magic watermelon. That's how me and Jamie make magic.
Avocado edamame. Oh, I almost cursed. Shishitu.
Whoa.
Peppers and spiced mango necker. Okay, and then let's see what they have. They have a Goofball Island, Simply Fruit Punch Minute Maid, Premium Lemonade, and Raspberry Puree.
Puree?
So they got a couple of drinks here.
Infinity
cocktails.
Fizz.
Yep.
Did I see Joffrey's coffee?
They actually have beers. Where's some Joffrey coffee?
I swear I saw Joffrey's coffee right there.
Freshly brewed Joffrey coffee.
I like it.
Trying to see if we got any desserts. Where are some? We got wine, allergy friendly.
Wow, is there
nothing
desserts?
I didn't see any desserts. Let's see if it's on the dinner menu, maybe.
You got to pay extra for that, Jamie, for the desserts.
Wow, no desserts.
Because you got to bring your own.
And now let's go to the money. The Carthay Circle Restaurant.
Money.
All right, we'll go to dinner. And you got to love it when the biscuits cost $15.
Well, it's because they're Carthay signature fried biscuits.
Dude,
wow.
The biscuits cost $15.
As we go in and we're like, yes, could I have your signature biscuits? And like, okay, what else would you like? No, that's it. Just the biscuits. And a cup of water. And a cup of water.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Bao
that's
buns of crispy
those
shrimp.
sound good. Dude.
Cucumber, mint, scallion, spicy.
Firecracker duck wings. Ooh, duck wings.
Duck wings? Have you ever had duck wings?
I don't think I've ever had duck. I've had duck, but I don't know if anybody's ever taken the time to give me a duck wing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had duck wings either.
T&H Sellers, just the biscuits tonight.
Yeah.
Just the biscuits.
Just some biscuits. And can I have a water? But can I also have a lime in that? Or a lemon?
Yeah, and, no, I want the tap water. Don't bring me any of that fancy stuff that you got in the
fancy
back.
Bottled water thing. Straight out of the tap, please.
Vegetable soup is $15. Spring Garden vegetable soup, because the peas are English.
Pip pip cheerio, dude.
Pip pip cheerio. I'll have the vegetable soup.
But dude, they have English peas, haricot verts. What is a haricot vert?
I don't know.
Lemon.
Better than a haricot horizontal. Oh, and it's not. They're not even giving you real sausage. It's turkey sausage. If I'm paying $15 for soup. Give me real sausage.
Give me chorizo, please.
Oh my gosh.
A carte seasonal salad is $15, Jamie.
Right. Asparagus and crab toast. Tarragon mascarpone golden grapefruit vinaigrette. $18.
That sounds pretty good. No, that sounds pretty good.
That does sound good. All right, let's get to the
in
entrees.
That's not as bad as I thought.
$51 for a whole fish. That's not.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you.
The biscuits were $15, so I thought the entrees might have been a little bit more.
More like 68, 75.
Oh, dude, I would not eat that though.
Why?
Whole grilled fish with cauliflower, almonds, capers, and raisins. You killed it with the raisins, buddy. Why'd you put raisins in there? Raisins and almonds? Like,
dude, we've had the conversation about raisins, right?
Yeah.
What's the deal with raisins, man? You can't
take them and throw them in the trash.
Yeah, that's how you eat them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We're not selling my surfboard. No.
Okay. Keith's like, I'm not paying $35 for meatball, but Keith, it's chicken meatloaf.
Oh.
It's not even meatloaf. Chicken
meatloaf. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Garnet yam. We got more of them. Haricot verts.
Haricot. I think I know what it is. Wait, actually, you know what?
Blood
I think that's
orange
carrots.
marmalade.
I think they're carrots.
And blood orange marmalade. We got a Niemen ranch pork chop with apples, parsnip mash, and brown butter vinaigrette. Now, that's the first one that sounded good to me.
Yeah. Well, apples and pork, man. Love it. Love that combo.
Now we got some pan roasted filet mignon. Now I'm right on that one.
I am.
With root vegetables, grilled onions, and orange vinaigrette.
But I'm like $54. But $54, dude, they're gonna bring a little piece of meat this big. You know what I mean? Like
they
bring it out, and you're like, "Where's the other 5 pieces of this?"
I can't. I'm so happy for this. I wouldn't order it, but I just want to say it.
Yeah.
The market best fish has Mediterranean broth, eggplant, and
fava beans. Fava beans.
I will eat your liver with some fava beans.
Fava beans.
Mint, yogurt, and kale fritter. It does not sound good.
That is terrible. The next one I was interested in. I love
duck.
I love it. I love duck as well. And it has toasted quinoa.
And I like quinoa.
Love quinoa.
Pecans. I like pecans.
No.
And I like pears.
But I don't know if I like Warren pears.
Hey, I don't know that Warren guy. He's I don't know if I trust Warren on this one.
Sometimes he doesn't clean the pears, Jamie.
And I don't know about ballerina pasta. Like, why would I want pasta as a ballerina?
Right. I know. I don't need a show while I'm eating.
But it does have aged provolone. It's way better than that immature provolone.
I know, where it's like making fun of everybody and just acting it up.
Yeah.
Truffle butter. That sounds good.
Snapping people's ears.
Yeah. Poking them in the eye.
And the winter nag, way better than summer nag.
That dude, it sets it off. It sets that dish off.
So much better. Honestly,
It's not looking like I need
There's
to.
not much I would want to eat at this place.
No.
Like, as fancy pants as this is, like, I would eat at Blue Bayou twice,
Yeah.
I think, and the French dip sandwich.
I was going to say
As
Flo's
opposed
is starting to
eating
sound
at this
pretty
place.
good.
Flo's
is
is sound pretty good with a good old burger and this is not looking, other than the pan roasted filet mignon,
which is overpriced.
maybe that pork chop and the duck breast just to try it.
I think out of all
Dude,
those,
they don't even.
I'd go with the duck.
You gotta buy the sides. You want some potatoes? That's an extra $10.
No. You're mashing
Roasted Brussels sprouts, though.
Yeah,
I will
know.
order the roasted.
They
So I'm looking like I'd run in there. I'd be like, let me get your biscuits, a side of roasted Brussels sprouts.
Yep. And a water with a lemon.
And a dulce de leche chocolate bread pudding.
Can't do it. Can't do it. You're a bread pudding guy,
coconut
aren't you?
ice cream. I do like bread pudding.
Yeah, I can't.
Drew, what is a posette? It sounds dirty.
It's
sounds like I've just said a bad word and we might get our channel shut down.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what a posette is. Oh, now I said
Queen's like, this place has been nixed.
Yes, I get to keep my surfboard.
Dude, the kids can get a salad for $6 and a tomato soup. That's what I'm getting.
Ooh.
I'm ordering off the kids' meal.
Dude, I love it. Kids starters. Really? Do kids really need starters?
Okay, let's see what the kids' meals are. Dude, I'm not going to order my kid a $13 fish with steamed fingerling potatoes. What kid's eating that?
Yeah, no, kids love steamed fingerlings.
Steamed fingerling potatoes. They're all about that.
What?
Oh my God. Crispy mini tacos. Now, maybe that. Braised chicken, grated cheese, green beans.
Honestly,
beans. It's not even that I like fancy foods.
No, I do too when it's good.
Like, these just don't sound like good fancy foods.
No, they really don't. Maybe I'll just go in and get a coffee. Maybe we'll just get a coffee and biscuits, Jamie, and call it a night.
Yeah. I'm
that's actually pretty that's actually pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. And I'm not
supposed to be like,
I'm not a super picky guy either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
now, I didn't look at anything into downtown Disney because I didn't have time, because like literally we're at the 2-hour mark and we've just gotten through Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, and we didn't even get through honestly all of it.
Yeah.
But man, that place was disappointing.
I'm a little, like you said, I'm like, okay, and like you, dude, I like fancy foods, and I don't mind paying more money once in a while, just for fun.
Yeah.
Like, let's go out and have a nice dinner, but not when the menu looks boring. Like, there was nothing that was like, oh, that's got me, where it's like mashed parsnips. You're like, really?
Like, nothing sounded like, okay, like, I want something that's like, wow, I would never put those things together.
Yeah.
Like, sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Type food.
Yeah.
Like, that was literally like old people boring food.
Bland. It was like bland food. No, nothing like popped with like a flavor, where it was like, we're going to have filet mignon and we're going to have green beans and mashed potatoes. And you're like, really? And I'm paying $57,000 for that?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
but they're Harva Cart ones. They're amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Warren pears. Don't you guys know what those are? No.
Yeah, it's so much better than a regular pear. It's a Warren pear.
Pear.
It's like Warren G.
Warren Buffett even.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Warren G. You busted out the Warren G. I love it.
Oh yeah. So that one's definitely out.
I want to know what anybody else's, like, what is everybody else's opinion, honestly, after seeing, like, me and Jamie are both in agreement that we were disappointed by that. Is anybody else like, no, that looked great? Like, I'm really curious.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone in there who was like,
give me some of that. It was like, kind of seemed lame.
Yeah.
DCA food is mediocre. Trish kind of said that earlier too. It's a little
Okay.
It's not the best place to get food, I guess.
Okay. Well, I mean, that I have to say, like the lamplight place, I did see some things on there that looked pretty decent to me.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull up Flo's.
Oh, TNH Summers said they cut Carthay from the list.
Yeah, I would cut it from.
Oh yeah, we're not even gonna go there. Walk past that place. Kevin Fisher will walk right past it. Yeah.
I would want to go in because it looked so cool. I mean, their brunch stuff looked good. Maybe that's why the brunch is so popular.
Oh, yeah.
Because those brunch pictures that I showed looked pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Flo's. We didn't really look at Flo's V8 Cafe. All right, so Flo's has got a cheeseburger.
A cut cheeseburger, dude.
A cut cheeseburger. I like the cut cheeseburger.
I love it.
A 3-pound bag, a Thousand Island dressing. I love Thousand Island dressing on a burger.
Yep. Caramelized.
Oh, you got caramelized onions, sesame seed bun. Not bad.
With cuties or steak fries. Okay.
All right. And then you got fried chicken with roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Okay.
See,
now, is it good? That's the question.
Well, for the price, dude, I'd rather do that. You know what I mean? It sounds better than McCarthy's or Carthay's.
I mean, $18 for fried chicken, that's pricey.
Yeah, but I'm not going with that. I'm going to go with the cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm getting the $12 cheeseburger. That seems doable. There's a micro burger for the kids.
Chicken fenders for $8.
Oh, I just like the name. I like chicken fender. That's a good name.
Chicken fenders. Max mac and cheese.
Oh, I'd have to get a shake. Oh yeah. A classic shake. Yeah.
In a souvenir glass, dude.
Oh yeah, with road gravel. I like that.
Yep.
Oh, what's it, Trish? They got alcoholic beverages there.
Yes, they do. They got a couple brews.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The only place that they do serve the alcoholic beverages in California Adventure,
but not in Disneyland before.
Yeah. I got all sorts of nut-friendly stuff. So it's basically just cheeseburgers and
cheeseburger and chicken. Which is just simple. And you know what? I'm down with that. Yes, coffee. I saw that clean.
I could just swing by for a quick cheeseburger lunch while we're at the park.
Yeah. That'll get me. People love
Speaking
DCF
of coffee,
for the alcohol.
Speaking of coffee, what is the coffee in? Is there Joffrey's? Is there Starbucks? What is our coffee situation?
Well, it's
for Disneyland, and
yeah,
so I'm going to need some coffee.
Oh, me too. By the way it was looking, I definitely know there has to be Joffrey's because they're selling it in a couple of those places. Starbucks. Okay. No Joffrey's, really? Okay. Starbucks.
There were some places that had.
I know they had Joffrey's on the menu. That was my
on the menu,
confusion.
Which was interesting. Okay, I didn't even get to the hotels here. Hold on. So there. Okay, we have a little time here. All right, let me see here. So I was looking up for the prices of where to stay. So there are 3 on-property locations. All right, let's see it. I'll share. This is just a quick little picture. I totally forgot this because I can get completely sidetracked by food.
Yep.
All right, so your 3 options to stay on property are the Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa, which is the one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The Disneyland Hotel, which is the original hotel, and the Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel.
Trish is saying Paradise right away.
Zoom to fit. Okay, so the rack rates that I was seeing that they showed on these little travel sites. The Grand California Hotel and Spa, pricey. $475 to $980 a night.
Holy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the big boy.
That is the big boy.
The Disneyland Hotel, which is legitimately like Your rooms overlook Main Street, I think.
Wow.
$210 to $350 a night.
That's not bad. I can deal with that.
And then the Paradise Pier Hotel, $300 to $410 a night.
And
Now, these are all just like the rack rate, and they depend on times of years and stuff like that and whatnot.
Right.
And then there are what they call good neighbor hotels. They are like ones that Disney says they like approve basically of, like Disney partner hotels, and they range from $100 a night up to almost paying what the Disney hotels are.
Right.
I had seen some of them are like, there was a nice Marriott. There was like some Courtyard by Marriott's and some stuff like that, depending on, kind of what you want to spend.
Right.
Now, I did not see, I know everybody says good neighbor, but one of the questions I have is, do the good neighbor hotels, and I don't think they do you get the extra morning magic or whatever it is they call it? Is that included? I don't think the good neighbor hotel has that. And I know it's not extra hours like it was or whatever, but what it is, I think it's like 30 minutes or an hour early to one of the parks each day. And to me, I think that could be key. So if you think about
Candy Tick is saying no, I think.
So I'm thinking that, like, if you get that extra 30 minutes,
it's huge.
That's huge before everybody else can go. You could get, take that extra 30 minutes and you could run and go right to the Cars ride, or, go right to your kind of number one rides and try to get those. So, depends on the price. There were some, now Anaheim is really small. So like all of these hotels are legitimately like on Disney property. You're walking. There is no need really for Disney transportation. That's how small this area is. The other hotels some are walking distance, depending on what you consider walking distance. And then some would require, transportation to and from, which can eat up some time.
Right.
So, over a 5-night stay, if you're talking $100 a night difference over the grand scheme of a pretty expensive vacation, I don't know. It almost seems like it might be worth it to just bite the bullet and be right there and maximize all your time.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
time's the issue. Time's the issue.
Right. Time's the issue on, like, if we were going to be there, a week and a half, then yeah. But, if we're doing a quicker in and out kind of trip.
Right.
And I'm also a stay on property Disney magic kind of guy. Like I've always loved that Disney magic and the stay on property feel, and
because you never feel like you never feel like you're not at Disney.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like as soon as you're there, it's like you're on Disney and you're in Disney the whole time that you're there. Yep. It's not like, oh, we went to the park and now we're back to the hotel. You know what I mean? Like it's like you feel like you're there the whole time.
Yeah. So plus, like, as being a Disney vlogger, like, I think it would be cool to like be at a Disney hotel.
True. Yeah.
And to quote a friend of ours, it's tax deductible.
It's tax deductible, guy. Yeah, no, but you know what though? But I agree with Trish just by saying, like, because everybody, that has talked to me, that they're like, I've never been to Disney World. Where should I stay? What do you think? And I'm like, listen, if you're gonna do it for your first time, stay on property. Period. Yep. Doesn't matter. Just pay the money. get that experience. After that, do whatever you have to do, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, we started staying off property because it was cheaper. We had more room, and we were like, whatever, we'll just get, rent a car, blah, 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 blah. But so it's free. Yeah,
see, it's free. It's free.
It's free, right?
Yeah. Now, like I'm saying, like, I would totally do an off property if I was going to try to double my time and stay longer.
Sure.
So I would, that way, then it would make sense to, or spend an atrocious amount of money to stay on property for your honeymoon.
Hey, man, but that's a once in a lifetime thing, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta enjoy it.
Hi, Brian and Amanda.
Hey, guys.
Oh, you want to hear a funny honeymoonish type story?
Yes.
So I get a message from somebody on Instagram, right? And they're like, "Hey, you saved my anniversary. Thank you so much. If you want to hear the story, let me know." And I'm like, "It's interesting."
Okay.
So I'm like, "Okay." So I messaged the person back. I'm like, "Sure, I'd love to hear the story." Apparently, one of the people who watches my channel watched my review of the Margaritaville Resort, and they had an anniversary trip booked to, I don't know, one of the Caribbean islands or whatever it is. And that volcano erupted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it like covered everything in ash and everything. They shut everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like the volcano erupted like the day they were going or whatever. So like their flights got canceled. And like they were like at the airport to go or something like that.
Oh my god!
And they were stranded, and like, so like, what are we gonna do? And so they ended up like getting a flight to Orlando, like a transfer or something like that. And they're like, "Well, I don't know, what are we gonna do?" And like, she's like, "We just watched Dad Got Parks review the Margaritaville Resort. Let's see if they have a room." And they had like one room left, and she's like, "Well, it's tropical, it's beachy, we'll do that." And she's like, "We went and we rented a cabana and we had a fantastic time. And we went to the outlets." And she's like, "We had a Dad Got Parks vacation. And you saved my anniversary." Because I remembered that resort from watching your review.
Dude.
And you saved my anniversary.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
And I'm like, "And you need to tell them that."
Yeah, right. Tell them that, please. Dude, that's awesome, man.
But I'm like, that's so cool.
Look at Dad, the anniversary saver. That's your new
I feel
name.
like my work here is done.
Your word, mic drop. Boom. That's wild.
Dude, we've gone 2 hours and 17 minutes and we barely scratched the surface of how to do this thing.
Well, and I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. I think you and I are going to have to talk about this, like, obviously off camera, like, and really kind of delve into it a little more. And I think maybe in a couple weeks or a month or whatever, start sorting things out and talk about this again. Talk about some more stuff, maybe.
Oh, it's funny. I just broached the topic with the wife. I was like, "Hey, we're going to Disneyland." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, the show, like the show topic tonight is how we're going to plan the Disneyland trip and everything." And I'm like, "Here's rough budget," and is what I'm thinking. And she goes, "We're going on a cruise." I'm like, no, I want to go to Disneyland. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Avengers Campus, we have to go." She looked at me. She just rolled her eyes. She gave me a queen.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but she's going to want to go there. Because
I'll show her all the stuff. And
yeah. No, she'll love it, man.
Yeah. We are two idiots on tangents. We 100% are. But we will have a fantastic time at Disneyland.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. I know. And it was just kind of one of those things where we're like, yeah, we have to go to Disneyland. I mean.
Oh, if you guys want us to do a show on must-do things for Walt Disney World and like the rides and break it down like what we did here, we actually know about that one.
Yeah.
Information on. 100%. We can tell you where to go, what to eat, what you got to do. 100%.
How you got to do it. Maybe that'll be next week or the week after or something, James.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Or the next time that has no interesting news and we're like, we need something for a topic.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear that you can have tattoos and
piercings
like
that are not?
Now?
Wait, was it non-facial piercings or something?
You can have 2 earrings in your ear now. That was the difference. You can have 2 holes.
I think, yeah, the earrings, whatever, that's, what it is. But the tattoo thing, like, I get where Disney was coming from.
Visible tattoos below the neck.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, there's so many people that have tattoos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before it used to be like, only pirates and ruffians have tattoos. You know what I mean? And now it's like
only people like my uncle had tattoos.
Yeah,
and they weren't appropriate.
No, I know. Yeah, I always like,
and the people at Disney are gonna have like Disney tattoos.
Yeah, right. No, and that's the thing though. But I mean, it's like you get 68-year-old.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it gave you a little bit of cheer.
Absolutely, yeah. No, this was actually really informative for me, but it was informative. Like the stuff I didn't know about
Who knew
Disneyland.
That restaurant was terrible.
And that, you know what though? I'm glad we sorted that out. Can you imagine if we didn't know and then we go in there and then we're looking at the menu like
we'd literally like take the biscuits.
Yeah, no, really. Can I have the biscuits? And what was it? No, the duck wings. I do the biscuits and the duck wings. That's it. And Jamie hit the button again. So, hi guys. I'm right. Yes. Pirates, ruffians, and me, Disney stranger. So how's everybody doing? Figured I'd have a little heart-to-heart with you guys while Jamie's doing whatever. Also with a white turtleneck.
Hi.
Hey, look, Jamie's back. Or that way, wherever he is.
Time. My browser actually just closed for no reason at all.
Oh, wasn't you hitting the button?
I didn't actually do it this time. I was like moving stuff around and then it just went. I was like, oh God.
No, I know. And then my face, I'm just like, oh.
You're just big.
Yeah, I was just like, I got a big face.
Yep, it was just during the moment then.
Yeah, it definitely did get better. It got really lonely for me because I couldn't talk to Jamie about Disneyland. No, that was dude. I know, but super fun talking about Disneyland.
This was super fun. I had a great time. This was great, and I think this will be fun to do for Disney World. This will be fun to like give people like tips and tricks for Disney World.
Yeah, but some of the tricks we have to only the people in the
we don't want to let everybody know.
No, we don't want to let everybody know about it.
One of the other things that I want to do when we get closer is I want to talk to some travel agents. Yes. I don't know. Do travel agents save you money?
That was always my question too. Or do you like pay them for their knowledge? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like legitimately be like, here, take some money and figure it out for me. I don't know.
Do they do they make things easier and like make it less hassles? Or do you save money by going through the travel agent? Like, how does that all work? I would always wonder about that.
Yeah. Or it's like, say it's a Disney travel agent. Does Disney like give them a cut of whatever your trip is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know. I don't know how that works either. I'm curious.
Right.
Does anybody know?
Does anybody? I know we know some travel agents, so maybe that'll be something we can have somebody help explain to us one day.
We should.
Because, like, I feel like I'm a pretty organized planner type person where like, I don't know if I need the help with the planning part.
No.
But if they could get me a deal, then I'm down with that.
Yeah.
So I know when I booked my cruise, I got a very small savings by using a Disney travel agent for my cruise. Like, the price was the same, but but I got a $50 per room credit, like a ship credit.
Gotcha.
So like it wasn't a ton of money. Yeah, like we could use it food or souvenirs or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd be interested to see if there was a way to save. What's the best way to get the best deals? That's what I want.
Well,
how do we get this thing for free?
What they're saying though is that like, say it was Disney, the travel agent is getting a commission because they're basically selling Disney. You know what I mean? They're out there pushing.
No, I know. I do know that you don't pay extra to use the travel agent. I know they get paid off the back end or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they save you money. Like that's what I want to know. Like, how do I get this cheaper?
Yeah, and if they don't, that's fine. But because I can already tell Jamie this trip. You are like me where like seriously, dude, it needs to be like planned. Like I don't plan when I go to Disney World because it's just like, whatever. I don't have to. But doing this type of trip, dude, it's like this day we need to do this, and this. You know what I mean? It's going to be like that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a spreadsheet
to utilize. Yeah, dude, and I'm going to be right there with you following it. You know?
Yeah, like okay, today we're hitting this at this, and then we're eating here, and then we're going here, and then we're doing this
at 11:07. No, but it's like you have to utilize your time and energy, because you know what I mean. Because we got to fit that in, like with the kiddos, because they get tired, and they get whiny and all that stuff. And like, we are here for the day.
Oh yeah,
we're not leaving.
Oh, we're gonna be those people that are here that we make fun of that are here.
Yeah, dragging
like
the
these
kids
crazy
around.
people. Look at them dragging that kid. That kid doesn't want to be here. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Yep. Be like,
and that's another reason.
That's
another reason to stay on property, because you can just drop the kid off at the hotel, and then I can go back to the park closes and be by myself at the park if I have to. Because I'm taking every single second at that park that I can get.
Yep. Because it's going to be that once in a lifetime thing, man. Because I don't want to say I'd never go back to Disneyland, because anything could happen.
I don't think
I'd
go back multiple times. I think I would try to get everything I wanted to do done.
Right.
And then I'd be fine with, okay, I've done that. And now I have my easy to do, go all the time to the Disney stuff over here until they release another something that is huge, like crazy. I can never do again over there. Like I would probably try to find my way to Shanghai or Hong Kong or something like that before I went back to California.
Yeah. No, I agree. But it's one of those things where it's like one time thing. And after that, I think you're right. I think Paris would be the closest one, right? To us.
I'm terrible with.
I'm not good at geography either. I'm not.
I couldn't.
Guessing it is, right?
I couldn't point anything out on a map. I'd be terrible.
I don't even know where I live. I can't even point where I live.
I didn't even know where that picture was I showed. Trish completely convinced me it wasn't even somewhere else.
So, Trish, have you been to Japan?
See, my problem with Japan is I would probably do one day at Japan.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The rest of the day, the rest of the time, I'd be just wanting to do Japanese things.
Yeah.
And your son would just be like,
dude, he'd be like, I'm not even going.
Screw
I'm not even
Disneyland.
Going to Disney. Yep. I'm not even
screw
going to
Disneyland. He's like, I'm going to all the Japanese sightseeing stuff.
Everything. And he's going to look at me in the end and go, Dad, I'm not coming home with you. I'm staying right here. Because he wants to live.
Yeah, you'd never get your son home. That would
he'd be like,
I'm
not going. He'd be like, you go. I'm not going.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been to Japan Land and Tokyo. Okay. And Paris is
okay. So Paris is the closest to us. Okay.
Because I think, like, obviously.
Yeah, but Shanghai has that pirate ride.
Oh, but what would a flight time-wise be from here to Shanghai?
I don't even know.
That is the question. I'm curious.
I know it took me 14 hours to go to the Philippines.
Let me see.
That was a flight, man. That was a flight.
How long? I gotta find this out. How long to fly from Orlando to, was it Shanghai? We said to Shanghai.
Yeah. Trish is guessing 20 hours.
20 hours, 7 minutes.
Okay, how did Trish get that on the button?
Wow.
Like she literally was 7 minutes off.
Dude, but she was 7 minutes off. She wasn't exactly.
She wasn't on.
She was 7 minutes off, man. That is, I
never
don't
trusted
know.
Trish for information again.
I don't know, man. That's.
Dude, I've done 14.
20 hours.
I did 14 to go to the Philippines, and that was rough.
No, that's what I'm saying, dude. Add another 6 hours onto that. Right?
Do you know why it's so rough for me? Because I can't sleep on a plane.
Why?
Like I physically can't sleep unless I'm in a bed.
Got you.
Like I don't sleep in a chair, in a bear, in a cat with a hat. Like literally, unless you like sit me down comfortable in a bed with the lights out and like this, like I can't fall asleep.
Okay.
So like I was up for the 14 hours straight.
That's brutal, man.
Yeah, it was not fun.
See if you can get, like lay in the aisle or something with a pillow. And
I would need one of those. They do have those like planes with the cabins that have a bed where you can like get like
for $7 million.
$7 billion. Yeah, $7 billion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did Japan 19 hours. That's the toughest part for me. Until they can transport me,
Yeah,
like
beam
Star
me up,
Trek,
Scotty.
beam me up, Scotty, dude. It's tough
Yeah.
for me. Like even, my God, like flying from Maine to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like 2.5 hours. Vietnam was 19 hours. Yeah.
Drew, have you seen the trailer? We're going so long tonight. It's crazy. Have you seen the trailer for Army of the Dead?
No.
Oh, it looks so good.
Never even.
Netflix movie, right? It's Zack Snyder.
Okay.
So here's the premise. So you've got Dave Bautista. And
who's awesome.
Awesome. So the premise is there are zombies. And the zombies are in Las Vegas. They've walled them into Las Vegas. Like they've kind of sanctioned them all into one area, right? Pig penned them into Las Vegas. But within one of the casinos, there is still in one of the vaults like $50 million.
Oh.
So this guy recruits Dave Bautista and a group of soldiers and says, look, you guys go in and get the $50 million and then we split it. But you have to go in to the zombie place and get it. And they're like, sure, we'll go do it.
It's $50 million.
$50 million, right? So it's kind of like a heist movie, right?
Yeah.
With zombies. These aren't regular zombies. They're smart zombies.
Oh, God.
So like these zombies are like aware and they work together and like they work in unison and they're fast.
Oh,
so like there's like a scene where like Dave Bautista is like trying to fight one of the zombies and the zombie's like dodging his like fighting him, but it's a zombie.
Yeah.
And then, like they had tigers in Vegas.
Zombie.
Tiger, zombie. Zombie, tiger.
Tiger. I like tiger, zombie better.
Yeah. Tiger, zombie.
Dude. And this is new.
This is new. It's coming out like May 21st.
Oh, you got me. I was like, I'm going to watch it tonight, man. So it's not out.
No, I would have already watched it.
Oh, well, that's what. Okay. All right. So it's not out.
It looks so awesome.
You had me at, Batista.
Yeah. And like Walking Dead zombies are like so not that scary because they're like, so these zombies were like coordinating and like running and like fighting and like jumping and had knives and weapons.
They're aware. They are aware.
100% aware.
Well, and that, you know what? I always had a problem with zombies for that simple fact where I'm like, they're not cool. And they weren't necessarily scary because they were all just like dumb. They were just dumb and slow. The only thing that they had going for them was sheer numbers. It's the sheer numbers that like.
And eventually they would wait you out.
And they would.
Eventually they'd wait you out.
Stop coming, even though they're coming slowly, but they don't give up. Keith, I have not watched that yet, man. I swear I'm waiting for 12 days to be over so I can have my month off so I can watch things and do things.
So yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic.
What is it? What did you call it?
It's called Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. Okay. I got to watch that trailer.
And it's coming to Netflix.
Okay.
And then there's another one, which I think you're going to have to watch. It is called The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife. Long, crazy name.
Okay.
But Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, God.
And it's a sequel to a movie that I think I watched, but I can't remember, called The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Okay, well, that's
2017.
I know of it. I don't think I've actually seen the
where
movie
Ryan Reynolds was a bodyguard and Samuel L. Jackson was supposed to be like this prolific hitman.
Yeah.
And like Ryan Reynolds ends up becoming his bodyguard for some reason.
Yeah. He's the bodyguard of a hitman, right? Like that was
Right.
the whole.
Yes, the whole
Yeah,
premise
yeah.
and things. So this sequel premise is Ryan Reynolds has recurring nightmares from this, right? And his therapist tells him, look, you just need to get out of the bodyguarding thing and like retire and like,
do
you know,
something else.
decompress.
Do something else. Yeah.
So he goes on like sabbatical and he's like in a tropical paradise. He puts his headphones on. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore. He's like reading the Oprah secret book. And then all of a sudden behind him, there's like gunfire and everything going wrong. And this woman comes over and she's like, you have to come help me, my husband. She's like screaming. It's this Latin woman. And I think it's Salma Hayek. And it turns out it's Samuel L. Jackson's wife.
Oh,
and he's been kidnapped and he needs to help her save him. And he's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not allowed to do this. And like,
I'm on sabbatical.
Yes. Oh my God. It looks so great. It looks so great.
I love Ryan Reynolds too. He's the best.
Okay. Anything with him and Samuel L. Jackson, but just in general, the two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
But I will love
Yeah. I don't think I'll do Universal.
He
maybe
would.
the Backwoods tour, the tour, the Hollywood tour. But I don't think I'd have time for it because literally I'm thinking like 4 days, 5 nights would be maybe if they say that we could do everything in 3 days at the parks.
Yeah.
And we had a day for Hollywood Studios, then I'd be kind of okay with it. If you could convince me we could do everything in 3 days.
Well, but I did hear, Jamie, I know here, Universal Studios, you know, you had your, not a big fan.
I have my gripe. I used to like them.
Yeah. But I understand where you're coming from. But I'm pretty sure the Hollywood Universal Studios is different. As far as I think it's, I think it's got a different vibe. I don't know. I've obviously never been, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
See if we have time.
It was that movie looks fantastic, by the way. You need to check that one out.
Yeah. I gotta look at Army of the Dead and the Hitman's. No, yeah, the Hitman's
bodyguard's wife or something like it's something like that. Hitman, bodyguard, and wife are all in the title.
Yeah.
I have also watched Godzilla versus King Kong.
And what did you think?
It was interesting.
Okay. Worth a watch.
Worth a watch.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Worth a watch. Like mindless entertainment.
Yeah. And sometimes I need that.
Oh yeah. Like it was a giant monkey fighting a giant lizard that eventually had a giant mechanical lizard with monkeys and giant lizards fighting mechanical lizards. It was very, very bizarre.
Okay.
And interesting with the girl from Stranger Things and
11. Is it 11?
Yes.
Yeah. 11.
Yes. So yeah, that one was worth watching. Interesting. But worth watching. And then also I watched The New Mutants.
Ooh, how was that?
That was different.
Yeah.
I know that got like through so many reshoots and got shuffled and wasn't going to come out and all this stuff, but it was a cool concept because, and I wish they would have let them go a little further with the concept. You could tell they kind of like, I heard they made them water it down a little because the concept of it was a horror Marvel movie.
Yeah, because it looked pretty dark.
It was pretty dark. And I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not much of a horror movie guy, but it wasn't a gore horror movie. It was like
just
a suspensey horror movie.
Creepy,
suspensey. And the characters in it were actually pretty funny and cool and whatnot. And so I actually liked it. They were all on HBO Max.
Okay. I need HBO Max.
Yeah, it's worth getting. And Mortal Kombat's coming out on HBO Max, so I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm excited, but I'm a little concerned. I'm excited.
Oh, they say they're gonna make it super gory.
Yeah, it's just some of the I'm gonna wait.
Did you see where Sub-Zero stabs him with the blood knife?
No.
How can you not be excited about that?
No, I don't remember seeing that. I'll have to watch it.
Oh, dude. So Sub-Zero and Scorpion are fighting, right? And he cuts him. And the blood comes out of him and he freezes the blood into a knife and then stabs him with it.
That's pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
All right, I'll have to watch it again.
That's impressive.
I just hope
freeze
that
your own blood
storyline-
into a knife and stab you with your own blood.
Can you imagine? You know, they're like, so.
That's gangster.
How'd you get stabbed? Somebody stabbed me with my own blood. Why are you here, sir? I don't know. I'm a terrible fighter.
Yeah. How do you prove that? Like, there's no forensic proof. Like,
true
DNA proof. Like, there's like literally, it's your own blood in your body. Like,
yeah, it's just your blood, and then it's gonna thaw
it's gonna
out.
just dissolve and go away. And they're like,
Yeah.
how did you get stabbed? There's no weapon. Like, it was my blood knife.
What was my blood? He froze it. And they're like, sir, really?
Sir, really?
You think we're really gonna buy that?
We have to send you to psych. I'm sorry.
We need to get you some help.
We were on so long that Tabitha's phone died. Nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, I think we should cut it for the night. So, Drew, where are you going to be?
Tomorrow we are going to be with the Queen. With the Queen, we're going to be at Epcot. Probably.
No. You are not going to be at Epcot.
No.
Epcot.
Oh, Epcot. Excuse me. Epcot. But what we're going to do, I think, is get to Epcot, start the live there, jump onto the Skyliner, head over to Hollywood Studios, hang out there for a while, and then go back to Epcot.
Ooh.
That's the plan. But here's hoping, because I don't know if Hollywood Studios is going to be full and all that other stuff. But that's the plan. But we will.
So you're just going over there to get a Jack Jack cookie, right? Basically, you're just going to get on the Skyline, get a Jack Jack's Num Num cookie, and then come back.
I might have to do that because the last time I got it, I was by myself. I wasn't with the Queen, so she needs a cookie. She needs a cookie. Yeah. So that's where I'll be tomorrow with the Queen. What do you got going on, Jamie?
We will be at Epcot on Friday because we couldn't get any weekend reservations.
No.
So we will be at Epcot on Friday.
Of course.
And then the only place we could get.
It's the only place we could get for tomorrow.
And then we have no place to go on the next weekend because we couldn't get any reservations, and we couldn't take any Fridays because the wife couldn't get out of work any Fridays. So we have no Disney coming up the following weekend, which really makes me annoyed and mad. But I will have my regular Disney outlet out on Saturday, my outlet video. And I think I'll be releasing a flashback video of one of my videos I posted before the channel had any viewers. That had like 14 views.
Yeah.
So I recut that and put it back up. So that'll go up sometime soon.
So it's like a Snyder cut, but it's a Jamie cut.
Like a Snyder cut, but but it's not Dad's. No, it's with the wife and the family. Everybody's going on Friday. We're all going on Friday.
Oh, thank you, Brian and Amanda. Appreciate it.
Yes. Let me see what my plans say. What do we have here? So yeah, we have Friday, April 16th. Oh, and that is the night we are eating at La Hacienda de San Angel, the Mexican place. First time ever eating there, so I'm super excited about that.
Jealous.
My dad might be coming with us. We'll see how he's feeling.
Oh.
I love it when my dad joins us.
Because your dad is awesome. I love your dad.
And I think I have no other... Yeah, I don't have any other park passes after that. It stinks, but yeah.
It's all right. You'll have to...
Getting these reservations is like...
I know.
So tough.
It has become more difficult.
Oh, no, wait. I think I got Hollywood Studios. Hold on. I got a Hollywood Studios coming up in like 9 years. Yeah, I think when I'm 47.
When he's 40, yes.
Sunday, May 2nd is the next time I get to go back to Disney.
Holy cow.
And we'll be at Hollywood Studios.
And what day is that? Is that a Friday?
It's a Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
It's a Sunday, May 2nd. I'll be able to get back to Hollywood Studios, which I've been dying to get back to.
Well,
I need a Jack's Num Num cookie.
Do a little park hopping on Friday, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we want to get back to Magic Kingdom. We wanted to do so. I might park hop on Friday. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because we get there Friday's like a late day. We have to wait till the wife gets out of work and the kid gets off school. So we don't have a lot of time.
I
So,
was thinking you were going to be there early. Gotcha.
no. But
I was
it
just
is
saying,
what it is.
I was just going to say, just go to Epcot, dude. Like we're going to do tomorrow.
Like literally just check in at Epcot, get on the Skyliner.
Get on the
go to
Skyliner and head over
Hollywood.
to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. We may do that. So,
It's a way to do it.
but that's it. So, well, I appreciate everyone for stopping by for this special edition of the Dad and Drew Show, Disneyland edition. And if you guys enjoyed it, we would appreciate you guys liking it, subscribing, maybe sharing it out to some friends if you think somebody else might like this type of content.
Yeah, come on in.
Let them know about the Dad and Drew Show. Let them know about the Drew in the Moment channel. Maybe let them know about the Dad Got Parks channel if they want to do some shopping or they want to watch some live streams. We got a little bit of everything between the two of us.
We really do.
I think we could have something to make everybody have some fun. And if you guys have some other ideas, some things you want us to break down, like Trish said, we'll do one for Disneyland or Disney World. 100%. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Love to do it. And we need to get some information on Downtown Disney is what they call it over there. It's not called Disney Spring. Downtown Disney. So we need to get some information on Downtown Disney because I'm all about the food.
Yep.
All about the food.
I know. We're excited about the bakery.
All right, and I'm out of focus. There we go.
He's out of focus.
And I'm all about the sourdough bread. Sourdough bread? Oh, yeah, sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread. I want some now. Oh, tasty. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out.
Thank you guys. It was very fun. Thank you so much. Drew, what is the only way to live?
There's only one way, Jamie. That's in the moment. And this guy over here, he does not do outros at all.
No. So that's it. Good night, everybody. Drink milk. Stay strong.
That's right. It does body good.
It does. And knowing is half the battle.